Alrighty, hello. Hello. I realized there's a typo in my going live tweet, and I don't care. It just, nope, doesn't matter anymore. It's already in the webway. Nope, don't care. Alright. Alright. I'm a little late. This is Teddy's fault, because we were up until, I don't even freaking remember, 8 a.m. playing Warhammer 40k. So, you know, hey. Not my fault. Blame Teddy. Nope. What, you care? Fix it. What am I fixing? What, that I'm late? Oh, 8 minutes ago? Alright, let me rewind time real quick. Hold on a second. Let me just find the rewind time button. Let me just, you know, find the, you know, hold on a second. Which button over here rewinds time? Let's see. Is it is it this one?
To infinity and beyond.
No, that one does it. How about how about this one? You know what, Ben? No. You're just wrong. Nope. Nope, can't do it. All right, can't rewind time. All right. So 6.1 is it officially, is it 2 weeks away now? Well, 1 week away. It was 2, now it's only 1. That's how time works. So I have role quests and quests to do. I think what we're going to kick off with here is, I'm not skipping through. I'm kind of like super speed reading the red mage quests going on here. Trying to get my red mage caught up, just so I can move on to other quests. But I picked up the role quest. But this does probably involve the spoiler owns. If you haven't finished Endwalker, because this is post-Endwalker content. Well, is it post-Endwalker? I think some of it is actually during, because you're kind of meant to do one during your, but then there's 5 to do. There's 5 quest lines. So how can you do them all during Endwalker MSQ? I don't know. But I want to start working on those. There's also Hildebrand, which Hildebrand gets new stuff shortly after 6.1 drops. But I am just starting Stormblood, I think. But yeah, we're trying to figure out this red mage stuff. Mid-60s red mage quests. I've blasted right past them because I've just been leveling. We're trying to figure out Arya's stuff. Very much a Game of Thrones reference, this character. Great Google Library. Nightkin book. Very good. Half diary, half grimoire, chock full of bloody lunacy. Okay. Indeed. Let's go talk to Catboy about it. I'd go, Rick. Well, I'm not doing it right now. I'm not jumping in to the story right now. So you're good for the moment. This is old stuff. This is friggin' Heaven's Ward quests. This is like it's like 65. Nightkin was the Titan, written by a killer who thought himself born of fiends. Such a belief would certainly brand him a crazed heretic in Ishgard. Oh, indeed. This would be like a great Google Library scenario we go into here. That'd be kind of cool. Do you know the Great Google Library? Like the back of your hand, eh? Well, I mean, I've been there a few times. Have you this thing called the Duty Roulette? The Duty Roulette? Have you ever done the Duty Roulette? Frontier? Okay. Oh, yeah, if I switch over to doing the 6.1 prep stuff, then that's fine. So what I have to do? I'll just speak to him at the Great Gooba Library, which is outside here. So it's going to be like a one-player, be a small party little thing when we go inside. Let's go see. Oh, my ventures just completed. Look at that. I even checked them when I started, and I was like, oh, they're a couple minutes off. Got more gil to pour into the free company. That Cora's job now is she only sells things that are free company, just so I can keep them separated. Keep them separated. So all the gil that I've been putting in the free company coffer now has been just selling old boss souls and stuff. There's still a assortment of boss soul items in the free company chest. Some of the maybe more higher end or rarer ones. There's a couple in there because I don't know if people wanted to make a boss weapon. You know, a
boss weapon.
But unless no one's brought up making any, so I've just been slowly selling them off. And the other two retainers are selling my own stuff. Orchestrion rolls are so hard to sell, unfortunately. But I do want to, because these are the ones you have to repair. I do kind of want to put them on the board for people that actually want them. I did take the time to repair them, even if they really take a long time to sell. No one wants to buy my 1-stack materia? Why are people buying the 5 stacks, but not the 1 stacks? What the heck? Okay, some of the 1 stacks sold. Never mind. Weird. I'm overflowing with some red materia, and since I have over 200 plus of each in cluster form, and I have a bunch of bronze certificates, which also turn in for more clusters. Just trying to, I was in a bit of a lull after Destiny stuff came out. Ooh, there we go. When all the Witch Queen stuff came out, I was definitely just playing a bunch of Destiny every day, so I wasn't really logging in and doing stuff in 14. Almost at 50 million gil. Pretty good. We need to do some more maps sometime soon. I am uber capped on maps. So I have 3, 4, 5, technically 6, I want to say. I still have all the Moogle maps too, which still give the same amount of gil. I mean, these are all guaranteed. So we do need to get a map troop rolling at some point. Gret hasn't done maps. We can probably maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. Get an 8-man group together on Wednesday or Thursday if we do all our farm on Tuesday with Gret. Since we're not going to progress on the last boss, we can do a map night. Do 2 or 3 hours of maps. That would be good. I think that would be good. Just to clean out, reset everyone back to 0 on maps, and hopefully get a whole bunch of gil out of it. What was the end? If you actually go to the end, it's like 200,000 per person. So not too bad. Let's fly past Alexander here and go to the Great Gooba Library. Hey, what's up, Destora? What's up? Yeah, we can't do Phoenix, so we only have 2 bosses to work on. Although, and we could bring this up as well, we could always run Phoenix and then just wipe before we kill the boss, just so Gret gets practice on that boss also, instead of just like doing the first 2 and then be like, nah. So we can do some polls, I think, on Phoenix, and then just not finish the fight and move on. What are you doing out here, Ben? What the heck? His freaking purple ass dancing. What is this guy doing? I'm up for a few. We can do a few roulettes here a little bit. I just want to click through some red mage quests here because I just needed. There's 3 more to do. 65, 67, and then 70, or maybe there could be a 69. I don't know. But I gotta get these done so that I can move red mage forward on spells. I'm missing Verholy. Oh yeah, it's like a 2-man party group of Dracuba Library. That's kind of cool. He also seemed like he wanted the other bosses for alt jobs. Yes, he did. He did, that's true. But, like, we can't, like, not do everything and risk having everything for Monday. Because ideally, the Monday he's back, we can, ow? Oh, thanks for the heal. I was about to do the same thing. The Monday he's back, we should be able to just do Phoenix real quick and then actually get pulls on Hesperos. Because then we only have... Then we change into our different raid schedule, right? We have to move Thursdays to Mondays. So then we have reset right after on Tuesday, and then we're right back Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're done for the week again. So... Ow. These secret tomes are biting my face. And then we're not raiding again until the following Monday. If I recall our slight schedule change. Yeah, I think we should do some pulls with Gret. Get the first 2 down with Gret. Then do some pulls on Phoenix just for I guess I could sleep mobs and not pull all of them. Do some pulls with Gret on Phoenix just for some practice for him. And then definitely do maps. We haven't done maps in a while. I do maps as a raid night. And try to get some gil and some chunkiness for everybody. We do a full 8-man stack. Just blast maps for a couple hours. That should be good. Yeah. See if we can learn to run across a circle correctly. Oh, well, if you're talking about for Hesperos? Yeah. In the year 960 of the 6th Astral Era, a murder did occur wherein a member of the clergy was struck down by a knight of common birth. Pages contain incredibly detailed pictures of female deities in various stages of undress. No male divinities appear to be included in this collection. All right. World of Warcraft out here turning women into fruit. Final Fantasy out here talking about literally like goddess playboy. Oh, that's good. No, not that one. The tome we seek is titled Nightkin. Are you sure, though? Come on. Runetia, you don't want... Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's good. That's good. During the Thorn Dynasty, a series of unsolved killings shook the very foundations of Ul'dah. The murderer was so named for the practice of leaving a card from the deck of Arcana by the bloody bodies he slain. Or that were slain. Not the book we're looking for. Is it going to be the last one I click on regardless of what I click on? The ink has faded to the point of illegibility. It's going to be, yeah. Dude, that book is... Oh, goddess playboy. I like it. Today I visited the Twelveswood. Lady, is it Amandine of the Dartonquois, a regular patron of mine, bid me call upon her household. I set off with confidence, my latest masterpiece in hand, but it was within the walls of... Apparently this is just pronounced Hawk Manor, not Hawkhay. I think we might be playing too much Destiny, because there's also the Hake Foundry, but I don't care. It's Hake Manor. And I beheld a true pinnacle of perfection. Yeah! The book boy spawned. Imanification game, hello. Actualry. This guy is punching the crap out of me. Is this the same mechanic the boss does? It is. It's a tuned down version of the actual boss, huh? He is punching the crap out of me. Ugh. I wonder who's going to activate the panels. Ow. Oh, phased him. Obstruct the summoning. Okay, so he does. That's kind of cool. That's Mike gonna hit me. Oh, that was really close. Apparently, Juntia can't run very fast between the the marks. The soaks, rather. Ah! Ooh. Get him, my guy. Hit him with the spells and the things that turn spells into yeah, get him. Throw rocks and fireballs at him. That's all Red Mage kind of is. What's up, Nick? No. Ah! Splow. Blam blam. Bye. The bookish behemoth is fallen, and it appears our prize is in its belly. Oh, more books. I am the descendant of demons, a scion of tainted blood. It is for my brethren born into darkness, for the Nightkin, that I pen these words. When I think of Nightkin, though, I think of Fallout 3. The big, chunky, mutated, like Shrek-looking guys. But then there were the Nightkin versions that their mutation had made them so that their skin was super dark and they blended into non-lit areas. That area of the game was scary, man. Walk around exploring that weird, huge hotel compound, and then the big old freaking dude comes up and starts whacking you with a club that's semi-invisible. That's where my memories go for Nightkin. The holy men will insist my teachings are madness, the ravings of a deranged killer, but you shall learn that I, scribe, henceforth is eldritch truth, and their faith the twisted lie. We found it. Okay. You gonna pick it up? I breathe my fill of moldy parchment. There we go. Onward, outward, and upward. Very good, very good. Ben's still out here dancing. Do you have anything else to do with your time? Like work on your light in Destiny 2? You were all like, I want to do Grandmasters this season. And then you're like, not there yet, but you want to just dance at me in Destiny? Yeah? You just want to, Man, I see the tome, indeed. The memoirs of a twisted killer filled with musings on the nature of void-sent tainted morals and instructions of macabre rituals. Wonderful. Yeah, I really have to do them with you. You're so funny, Ben. It's a dumbass. Author does certainly seem convinced of his demonic heritage. Indeed. This mage has provided specific instructions on the workings of forbidden sorcery. Let's return to Adelshire. Oi, mate, you have a license for that horrible dancing? I am kind of funny. Looking, maybe. Oh, I can just port back. What am I doing? We're to hydrate. Tia is playing Final Fantasy XIV. Heresy. Oh, I only have one water bottle to last me the whole stream today. I realized I didn't fill my other ones up. Whoops. Okie doke. Hey, Arya. Yes. Finished logging the last pages of Nightkin. They were truth I discovered. You read the whole book in the time it took me to freaking Aetherite bat. You, what the hell? I don't believe you. Heresy is my word. You've got to earn it. This is the man who wrote the Nightkin. Oh, this is the man. This man who wrote the Nightkin was not merely some disturbed killer, but a mage who had mastered the arts of the ancients. Seems suspicious. That seems weird. What doesn't seem weird, though, is clicking the like button on the live stream in case you are enjoying hanging out today. Pip, pip, cheerio, and all that. Tip of the hat. Good morning to you, Governor. There you go. Any other Britishisms you would like? Anything else? I moved my stream deck to be a little more in line with my audio stuff, and now I have to, like, careen my head to read anything on it. Maybe it was a silly move to move it. This monster in mortal guise devoured all manner of forgotten texts, teaching himself everything from red magic to... It's the Maki summoning rituals. Huh, okay. Neat. Void sent Queen Lilith. Yes, yes, yes. She's from the dungeon. Lilith's insidious energies have been passed on to the Archmagis's heirs. This clan of ether-drinking spellcasters became known as those who were born into darkness, the Nightkin. And she is a descendant of them. But she also has amnesia. Because... story. Okay. Are you saying that void scent blood runs in my veins? That's why your hair is in your face. Arya. You have void scent hair. Right here. This is what, yep. It explains your preternatural strong affinity for black magics. When I remember that Lambard was of a similar arcane disposition, the connection is even more obvious. Yeah. Or the rituals performed about me too? Doubtfully considering their complex requirements, my theory is that your latent talents were stirred into wakefulness quite by accident, though your induction into the ranks of the Red. Suppose, yeah? I could type a few, you won't like them? Oh, Britishisms? We need one of those graphs, those infographics that just list out things. I know we had that one with Aussieisms before, which bear mostly confirmed as all being accurate, so. Undo the curse of your lineage. Let's find out. It was written that her imprisonment on this plane of existence was a necessary act, lest the potency of her blood begin to wane. Come on. Okay. The corruption inside me will last only as long as the Void Sent Queen remains in our world. We need to find that box and banish Lilith back to the Void. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Yes. Wah, ba, 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 shwa. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Now, what are we doing now? A little bit overwhelming, but at least there's hope for a cure. We just need to find Lilith's prison. Yeah, so 68 and 70. Your fellow student has had the most astonishing dream. Why don't you tell her about it? Tell him about it. I dreamt of the man who wrote the Nightkin. In the corner of the house in which he hid away from the world, he kept a coffin-like box, black as night. Its sides marked. Black as night it was, its sides marked with the jagged lines of purple. Half the soldiers were ordered to haul the man away to the tribunal. This coffin he described as the very image of a Mahi tool of containment. Yeah, there's a boss in the Voidark raid series. Comes out of one of those big things. But that was massive. There's no way this guy just had this house-sized coffin in his house. It's gonna be clearly a smaller one. Pay a visit to the tribunal in Ishgard. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh, you just walked through my body? Rahoon? Come on. Just apparated through my being. Alright, to Ishgard then. All the way up in the top corner. We're gonna go to the foundation first. And do some in-city travel. It's the paladin trainer right next to me. Oh, the sage trainer, sorry. She is a paladin, but she's the sage trainer. Because lore. I don't think we have... Do we ever really come out to the tribunal building during the MSQ? Because there's the vault up here. We definitely go to St. Romuald's Cathedral. I wonder if we ever actually go to... These buildings all look kind of similar, though, so... Yeah, this one doesn't... You don't go into this room like the other one. Sour-faced priest. Looks like an Ishgardian Elizin to me. This officious bureaucrat refuses to allow me access to the records. Perhaps he will listen to you. Bay, did you say? What strange coincidence that you bear the same name as... Ah, it is you in the flesh. I did stop the Dragon Song War. Well, I helped stop the Dragon Song War. Whatever the hero of Ishgard requires, we shall not hesitate to provide. This was in regards to the heretic killer who left those awful memoirs, yes? Mm-hmm. Indeed. All right, and Destora and Gorek are flirting in Discord. All right, everything is in order. Scour the archives. A moment ago, you were ready to cast me out into the snow. Yeah, well, I'm here. I suppose we could just be in the way here. Could we go to the last vigil? I hear the view is spectacular. Well, goodbye. Where am I going? What? I guess I'm going to talk with Arya while they look through the books. So be it. We'll make for the mines. So be it. We let the ring bearer decide. Frodo? You're talking Ian McKellen. You gotta, like, big lips. Frodo? Big lips, straight out. All that beard. Something Ben will never get. Was a big Ian McKellen beard. When he's Gandalf, anyway. Alright, where are we at? Yeah, the view is spectacular, except it is really dark and icky out right now. This is amazing. I was told that you could look over the entire city from up here, but I couldn't wait to see it for myself. So you are fond of high places then? Well, kinda. Yeah, it is dark and foggy. Can't really see much, honestly. That's the funny part of some of these quests that utilize a specific area of the game. As like a vista or a viewing, or you're outside and you're in this really pivotal point of a quest, but it's still rendered live in game, and the game has a weather cycle, so you could be in some of these scenes sometimes like this, and it's supposed to be important and significant and like this crazy view, and you literally just see smoke and fog and darkness. Or you go outside and it's just pouring rain in your cutscene. So it's kind of funny sometimes. I imagine the mood could be fine with it, but it is a little weird that they're not a curated experience. I heard Sir Ian's name without the Sir. What is this? True. I was just saying Ian McKellen, the actor Ian McKellen. Wait, oh my, Golrick, what the heck? Ben didn't even hit puberty yet? I'm not gonna... Would have to ask Kitty that one. She's the only one that has face-to-face interaction. Alright, your hair is so anime protagonist it hurts. Get your hair out of your face, you weird demon child. What's up, Glove Man? We've learned the resting place of Lilith's prison. As incredible as it may seem, the coffin from your dream matched the description of the heretic's box. Purple lines and all. The Inquisitors were apparently so unnerved but its fellow energies that they cast the thing into the ravine. Or into a ravine. Like when we threw Nidhogg's eyes, because that really worked out very well for those. Wow. Don't bruh me, bruv. Yikes. The place in question is known by the delightful name of Witch Drop, and is to be found in the Corthus Central Highlands, swarming with void scent, or so I'm told. Yep. I have done many a fate in this zone, so, let's go. Look at my schnazzy shoes. Near the Witch Drop. Yes, indeed. Bum, bum, bum. Go, go, go. Trying to speed run these class quests. Oh, good lord. That is quite a ravine. Not as deep as I would thought, but okay. Do you feel it? So this whole ravine is pulsing with evil. The chasm is crawling with fiends just as described. They are drawn by Lilith's dark presence, I wonder. Lilith, descend into its depths. There are no skeletons or specters here, so I'll be fine. Perfectly fine. Okay. So fine, you feel like you had to tell me 3 times? Look. Yeah, we had to do a quest where there were skeletons, and she was scared the entire time. Oh, it goes much... Okay, it goes farther. Dang. They're only low level. Oh, okay, it keeps going and going and going, doesn't it? Who the heck is this boy? Hello? Well, the souls of the righteous ascend to Halone's halls, or Halone. Halone? Yeah. Their earthly forms are not afforded the same honor, but goodly men and women deserve proper burials, and so all who come down must go up. Hello? Told you I'm fine. There are no ghosts here that I can see. Perfectly, completely fine. Have at thee! So low level. Have at thee! Dig in the snow. With my bare hands? What the heck? Absolutely not. You dig in the snow and finds nothing. Okay, and next up, last one. Oh, look, it's even a longer interact bar. I wonder if this is going to be the quest objective. An ominous coffin lies buried beneath the snow. Just like that, huh? Oh, suddenly I have a shovel? What the hell? Only one bearing my blood gift may break the seal. Slay this pretender. Alright, the coffin was talking to me. That's how we do it in Coerthus. Thrall to pain. I think you mean thralls in pain by still being in World of Warcraft. Owned. Yeah, so Arya has to come over here and do the thing. I did find it. Under a shallow mound of snow, you say? Extraordinary. Only one bearing my blood gift. I do love me some blood gifts. Yeah, Arya, you should be able to open it. Of course you could. To the dig site then. Yeah, just apparate through my body. Yep, it's just, Indeed. See you, dude. Looks as it did in my dream. I'm going to open the lid. I feel the waves of malice even through the wards. This is no lowly imp. Proceed with caution. Lilith may be in a weakened state, but she is still a queen amongst her kind. Let us not be caught unprepared. What is Lilith, the stepsister of Illidan here? Ah, my eyeballs! Square Enix! Yeah, exactly. Gods above. Does she have booba? Before I change scenes, booba, yes or no? Lilith is the queen of demons. Cast your vote in chat now. Queue up. We need some SpongeBob music for this one or something. Well, first off, bruh. And then give me some. Cast your vote. How much booba we talking here? Queen of Demons, Lilith, Queen of Demons. I'm thinking like a solid 6.9 out of 10 on the booba scale. Seems accurate, I think. Ben's got 90%. Nico says, always yes to booba, all caps. Grats on the, I don't remember, but probably. All right, all right. 7.1 out of 10. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's let's see how much boo boo we got talking about here. Well, a little more Naga-esque than I thought, but you know, okay. Doesn't get the whole anime wow, just part of it. Oh man, look at these old textures. Just a weird snake lady with weird, look at this arm. What is this arm juncture? Is she Pinocchio? Look at this thing. What the heck? So weird. I mean, she does have plenty of booba. It's fully covered in this like red, scaly, the same color as her weird hair. This bikini top. But she's like a naga. No booba, disappointed, all ass. She has got ball joints. So what is this? It's like a broken texture, I think. Because this vertice, I guess, is supposed to be fully connected, but it's just wide open. I mean, it looks kind of weird. 1,000 years of scheming cometh to fruition. Yield unto me thy vessel, child. Thou shalt be host to mine immortal glory. Oh, is she gonna pull a cell and eat Arya? Nom 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 nom. Host, you seek to possess Arya's body? No, she's gonna eat him. Eat her. Like Cell. I drink people. A masterpiece for centuries. For generations, I have guided the dreams of my blood-gifted, bringing them together and strengthening their line. When at last the chosen one was born, I sent another to procure my precious vessel. He commands his own puppets, never knowing he was mine. So this is when the villain exposiates all of their evil plans. Yeah, Lambard. That was from the previous quest line. Heed me, child, my darling creation. I am the reason for thine existence, for the entanglement of thy sires, for thy deliverance unto solitude. Up. Her hair's gonna turn red, like Launch. Your words are poison. This was always meant to happen. My parents, my uncle, all of it. Yo, hit her with the Verflare. Oh my god. Square Enix, please, my retinas. In typical anime fashion, for the plot to happen, the protagonists stand still and do not act. They just look cool while doing it. And then all of a sudden, they're gone. Oh, the weird ball joints are so... I think she's cute. Oh, okay, of course Goark would think that. Like, Goark also thinks like a slab of brisket covered in juice is also cute. Also, thinks Testora is cute. So, I mean, like... Blah. Arya moved as if entranced. Lilith must have some hold over those who bear her blood. You think? All was not lost. See how she did not immediately claim Arya's body for her own? For understanding of such things, in order to possess a mortal host, Lilith must conduct a ritual of exacting preparations. Okay. Let's do it. Return to Ishgard. Pray return to the last vigil. Indeed. All right. It's right here in the middle. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Those words yet echo in my ears. Deny not thy destiny. Thy life was molded by my hand. Indeed. Once we spend every effort towards finding the place where the Voidsent has taken our colleague, the ritual preparations will not take forever. I'm going to imagine it's Hockey Manor, maybe? The duelist attire and Verholo. We go talk to the Thaumaturges. Go to the Thaumaturges Guild in Ul'dah for help with tracking down Arya, of course. True, the Thaumaturges Guild in Ul'dah does summon Voidsent for sport, essentially. That's how the Masked Carnival works, as we found out during the Blue Mage questline. That all the Voidsent that are summoned inside Ul'dah to be defeated by Blue Mages are summoned by the Thaumaturges Guild. The Thaumaturge is the precursor to Black Mage. All the Lalafels. Only Teddy and Bob are cute. The Thaumaturges are one of the few organizations familiar with our quarry, considering how they are also the modern successors to the arcane knowledge of Mach. Indeed. Let's go to Ul'dah. To Ul'dah we go. I hate itches. Okay. The princess is super cute. I have no idea what Teddy even looks like. Not a damn clue. He could be Robert Downey Jr. You know? Or he could be Carrot Top. I don't know. Alright, we're going to Ul'dah. I mean, Bob's a ginger, though. So... Bob is hella cute. All day drinking. Oof. Oof. Where is it at? Down here? Yeah. I mean, Gorik didn't get to go to past BlizzCon stuff with us, so he didn't get to meet Bob and his drink one screwdriver pass out on kitchen table. Hello, Yayake. My Thaumaturge is only level 20, but I have met you at least. The tomes with passages pertaining to the Voidsent Lilith are all forbidden occult works, abhorrent volumes chained to the shelves in our deepest archives, never again to see the light of day. I'll just pop back there and grab one or two. Yeah, that seems very... That's very Thaumaturge's Guild. That's right on brand. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Very on brand, very on brand. That is quite accurate. If you could wait over there for a moment. Oh, he's a total lightweight. Absolutely. But he also doesn't really drink very often, so of course he is. You have to build up a tolerance. Not everyone is a heavyweight alcohol champion like Mia. That boy holds it down. By fall, she's even more sinister than I imagined. With no mention of her presence in the past millennium, I had thought Lilith destroyed, yet it would seem she is very much alive and exceedingly dangerous. Indeed. He would need but to coat a tool with its tainted blood and then engrave her name in the flesh of his victim to create an unthinking puppet. Lovely. I challenge thee? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's a drinking challenge gauntlet been thrown down. But considering Ben falls asleep in his chair watching South Park hanging out in Discord with us, you give this boy like a few shots of vodka, he out. He out. Lilith is also known for spitting venom. Lovely. Well, she is a weird snake thing. Freedom is not her endgame. Yes, indeed. It's gonna do a solo duty boss fight, and we'll win, and then it'll be fine. Let's go do it. In order to invest herself within a new host, Lilith will need to recreate the conditions of her original summoning as faithfully as possible. Alignment of the stars, weather, location, that sort of thing. Of course. The location I can tell you, assuming the ground itself hasn't fallen into the abyss. Lilith will have taken your friend to a summoning circle in the ruined city of Mach. Ah, weeping city of Mach, indeed. Indeed. Are we doing a drinking contest tonight? I don't know if it was tonight. Uh-oh. Nico is the European one. That's true. Because Ben's not. Ben's British. British isn't European. Two totally different things. You have Chad Europeans, and then you have posh Brits who are like, herb, because there's an H in it. Also, aubergine instead of eggplant. Yes, quite. Pinky out. That's pretty good. Also, yeah, you know, a little bit of... Damn straight, not anymore. I'm not posh. I'm about to talk to Jessie after the assassination business, as she puts it. She was more than happy to lend us a company ship. Let's go. Bye, Yayake. Yayake. Didn't get stuck in my throat. How can we repay you? That won't be necessary. The guild was already richly compensated by a certain merchant. He requested we aid any mages of the red who might happen to seek our knowledge. What? What? Are you acquainted with Master Wilkin? It would seem he's quite generous in spreading his wealth around Ul'dah to ensure you encounter no refusals or inconveniences. Well, fair enough. Aubergine is eggplant. Just like a courgette is a zucchini? Is that correct? I think that's correct. It's a dick plant. Don't forget to stock some antidotes. I'll be terribly disappointed to hear you died of Lilith's venom after the tale I told you. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You know what? When I have a poison dot on me, Yayake, I'm just going to do this. And then this. And it'll be good. Alrighty. Back to Revenant's Toll to speak to Jesse. Yeah, I don't know. Because those are the only two words I can think of. Courgette and aubergine are the two big different words. Everything else, I think, because I watch a lot of Sorted Food, and they are a bunch of British, well, one British chef, one Scottish chef, and 3 British normals. Normals, they've been doing this for so long, they're not really normal anymore. Only 2 weird words I can think of that come up a lot for just a different name for the same thing we already have a name for. I'll pilot you into the swamp myself. I said I'd return the favor to Arya, and I don't go back on my promises. Let's go. What's up, Mutton? How was your weekend, bud? Battle will decide Arya's fate. So we're going down to... Yeah. That's where her airship is parked. Bum 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 bum. Hi, Midgard Zormer. Zormer? Midgard Thorma? Midgard Thorma. That's a big skeleton boy. Yeah, let's go. I missed. Get off. Okay. Lilith and the Weeping City await. Not to sound like a nagging nanny, but did you bring an antidote, didn't you? Jesse yourself will be taking the helm, so speak with her when you're ready to depart. No antidotes, Horontia, because I'm not a wuss. Ready then? Got your gear, emptied your bladder? We make straight for the ruins of Mach. I wish you could try on different glamours without going to the inn. Yeah, it's all, well, 'cause it's instanced, right? They're like, they get like making glamours and stuff. Other than like the Eorzea collection or something, you know. Or you can just look at stuff on the website that people have curated, but to look at it in game, yeah. Because your inn room is a solo instance versus like a house or something. But yeah, they don't, not the same system like Transmog and World of Warcraft. Still a little jank. Oh my god, is that an Earth globe? I don't know if Ben's that big. What's up, Destora? Gorek was just flirting with you in both Discord and in stream chat, so all right, let's get this started, and then I think I'm gonna ask, hey Destora, can you give me a page number for some strange history? Oh, whoa. Whoa. This is cool. So this is a solo instance version. Yeah, because there's there's Ozma. Ozma, what are you doing up there, man? What's up? What's Ozma's description real quick? Ozma is an unusual spherical monster that debuted in Final Fantasy IX. It is a ball of swirling energy, one hemisphere being made of light and the other hemisphere being made of dark. Yeah, Ozma's just chilling up here. Very powerful Alliance raid boss, as well as another encounter in a different part of the game. Just hanging out. But we're in the raid as a solo instance here. So while Ozma hangs out in the background, can Destroyer give me a page number? It's between page 1 and 204. Yeah, 1 and 204. Give me 4,371. What the hell? What the hell is that? You said 56. Okay. Strange history, page 56. There we go. I just looked at the it's a one-page strange history entry. However, the bottom part of the page also lists a small tidbit, and it's titled Dumbest Dinosaur. Of course, Destora would. That's good. All right. So I believe this is pronounced Cowtech goes kaput. A 3-mile-wide icy comet was discovered by German astronomer Lubos Cowtech in 1973. Astronomers the world over said its flyby would be the greatest sky show of the 20th century. One Harvard astronomer even predicted the comet's tail length might reach 36 times the apparent diameter of the full moon. On January 15th, 1974, the comet came as close to our planet as it would get in 80,000 years, and no one could see it. One astronomer described the non-event as a thrown egg that missed. Where was Dr. Kautek? He and 1,692 other passengers were on the Queen Elizabeth II. I guess it's a boat named after Queen Elizabeth II, which had been specifically chartered for the once-in-a-lifetime event. As Newsweek magazine puts it, the weather turned out rough and overcast, and Dr. Kautek spent much of the voyage too seasick to leave his cabin. 2 weeks later, the comet did emit a burst of explosive color. By then, it was so close to the sun that only 3 people saw it. The astronauts aboard the space station Skylab. Huh. And a footnote, strange history fact down here called Dumbest Dinosaur. The Stegosaurus had an elephant-sized body, but a walnut-sized brain. So weird. I mean, we know that from studying all the fossilized records, right? So the cranial cavities. Such a small neurological organ controls that large of a lizard monster creature. Good grief. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Comets are wild. Just wild. I've seen a few. I know I've watched, what, is it Hale-Bopp? The Hale-Bopp comet? Back when I was younger, my parents had, they bought a pair of finches, and they had got them just around the time that the Hale-Bopp comet was passing by, and they named them Hale and Bopp. So, yeah. What is happening? Wait, then you want page 199, says Mutton? Well, okay, you know what? For Mutton, we'll do it, because he might not be able to stay the whole stream. Because Mutton usually has to go to bed sometime soon, so we'll do one more. We'll forward bracket some strange history here. Let's see. All right, 199. At the end of the book here. Yep, just a one-pager. This one is called I Can See You. However, I is E-Y-E. I Can See You. Another one about space. The star Sirius was worshipped by a whole range of ancient peoples. The Arabs and some tribes in Mali believed that Sirius had a companion called the Eye Star. I don't want to go inactive in the duty here. The Eye Star, which was supposed to have supernatural qualities. Sirius really does have a companion, a small white dwarf called Sirius B, which is not visible to the naked eye. So how did these primitive peoples know about it? Huh. The Dogon people of Mali have precise astronomical information about its movements, which they celebrate with rituals, even though they admit that it's invisible. They even have a story about a third star, the Star of Women, also pronounced the Star of Whammon, which is also invisible. The Star of Woman. Is that... Someone Google that. Is that like a real thing? Or ancient weirdness? So Sirius B, aka the Eye Star, and the Star of Women. In 1995, astronomers discovered this invisible third star, a red dwarf that's been named Sirius C. I renamed it. Sexist. So how did ancient people know about stars that can only be seen by powerful modern telescopes? Maybe it did have supernatural qualities. Or ancient people were psychotic and on a lot of weird drugs and hallucinogens because they were just eating whatever they found and they just like thought things and they just, you know, willed them into being in their societies. I don't know. Or obviously, the real answer is aliens. Sorry, I'll try that again because I didn't have the right thing queued up. The real reason is aliens. Okay, back to the game. back to this. There we go. Okay. Was that back in 1920 when your parents bought bought the stuff for you? Hey. God dang it. Yeah. Ow. What are these called? Maki boots? Maki boots. It's still so crazy that Ozma's just chilling up there on top of his weird pyramid that totally isn't made by aliens. What the hell is this thing? I'm glad I missed whatever you just said. All I heard was the X-Files music. Well, it went with the second Strange History I read that Mutton requested. That's all. So yeah, this is part of the raid. It's literally just this is where you run in the raid. So we'll go to just the first boss's platform, I take it? Yeah. Gorak hasn't even done this raid yet. You're lucky, Destora? That's pretty good, Destora. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that. Well, you posted in Free Company. That's good. That's good stuff. Why are you wearing Michael Jackson pants? This is the Moogle set. See how there's the Moogle embroidered on the arm, and it's like Moogle wings on the back. Yeah, it's the Moogle attire. You get this from Ishgard, I believe. It's like a, I don't know. It's like a fancy dress set. It actually is it's my Blue Mage set specifically, but it's glammed to this gear, so I don't know. Oh, you just walk in and Lilith's right here? Uh-oh. Oswald, what you doing up there, bud? Why are you working with the Void Scent? Yeah, it's just right here. Find Arya. And she's right here, and you just, like, walk up on Lilith like, what's up, Ver Thunder? Get Ver Thundered, you know what? Ow. She's a freaking tank mechanic? She is tethered to Arya, though, so I feel like this is not... Oh, is Lambert gonna pop up, maybe? What's that? Wounded. Soul Steel. Is she gonna heal? No? You have to pull her away more, maybe? Oh, there. Soaks. I assume, like, away from the explosions? Oh, never mind. Oh, good. She's not trying to poison me. What's this whole antidote thing? I guess the wounded must be... I don't know what Soul Steel is actually doing. Get blasted. Oh, Arya just collapsed. And get blasted. So your weekend was good, Mutton. Also started the game Core Keeper. I think my brother was playing Core Keeper. Like I said, had some relaxing Saturday. Was out watching soccer with work and thereafter. Out eating some sushi. Ooh. Will the Slain come back to us now? Damn it, why won't you wake? Hope the weather on Thursday will behave so I can go out and play some disc golf. This guy watching Harry Potter, soccer, having sushi, going to go disc golf. Living the life. Is her hair gonna be red? Panty shot? Final Fantasy out here. Oh, I should show you guys this cutscene. Remind me after this if I forget to go watch a cutscene that is quite lewd and no one brought it up at all and it's totally just fine. She is in the dark black void of nothingness. It's my own mind. I've been forced inside by that fiend. Also, Lilith isn't dead. Once thy will hath diminished unto oblivion, mine essence shall transform this shell. I will rise anew, glorious and complete, and then shall I wreak my vengeance upon all children of man. Yeah, okay, whatever. Ah! Weird snake booba. She's so wiggly. A very wiggly, much wiggle. Lilith created me. I have to accept this fate. It is what I was always meant to be. I mean, you know, that's one way to look at it. Aw. The two guys you've known for merely a few days. Well, I guess you've known us for a little longer than that. I don't know how long technically, because this was the end of base story, and then the next expansion had new story, so maybe a little longer than a couple of days. Do not torture thyself, child. Your will is forfeit. Thy fate is sealed. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, spirit sword. Oh, my freaking eyeballs. Oh my god. Final Fantasy games love. Just, you know what we need right now? Full screen white brightness. Let's just, there we go. Hold for 3 seconds. Very dark scene into pure white, blinding, blistering light. That's what we need. Ow. And I even have my monitor's brightness turned way down. It's at like maybe 20. My monitor brightness is quite low. Who needs eyes? True. Just give me those awesome new Geordie LaForge style like medical visors that help blind people see by bouncing the images into the sides of their eyes to fill their vision with what's in front of them. It's actually insane. I was watching this on like the, you know, This Week in Science or whatever. There's some new huge crazy experimental breakthrough like Geordie LaForge looking headgear. It looks so sick where blind people can see. I don't know like to what degree, but it seems like a lot more than nothing, which is awesome. Have I seen, Bay, that Preach has started to play Destiny 2? Is he playing Destiny 2, or is it just one of his things that he's going to, like, jump into, like he did with Warframe and whatnot? Because he plays other stuff. But it's never, like, it never sticks. You know? Like, for example, I have almost 2,400 hours in Destiny 2 built up over the years. But I have no time in Warframe. I know recently he did that Warframe, like, one-off stream where he played it for, like, 5 hours and that was it. Destiny takes a lot to get into. I mean, it's not a I'll play for a weekend kind of game. I can't even imagine, like, getting back into Destiny from nothing right now. I don't know, man. That's 100 hours or more. You don't know, just saw him play? Huh. That's cool. That's cool. But let's put this dreary ruin behind us. Gotta be careful of your surroundings. This old city is home to more than sinister voidsent. Yeah, Ozma. Anyone gonna bring up Ozma? Just floating up there? Rack pan shot to Ozma. Oh, cowards. Actual cowards. Wouldn't show Ozma. We get it? 'Twas a hard-won battle, but your heart and steel carried the day. Yeah, thanks, Jesse, for teleporting us to the lost city of Mach. Let's get this girl back to the company dock, so this is a farewell for me. Okie dokie. Banana. Going back to Idyllshire, I assume? Nope, Mordona. That's really good animation. I wonder if that... Does that artist take commissions? I like that, like, colored pencil crayon style. That's really nice. Actually, gotta bring up this artist's card. Commission status closed. Rip. Yeah. I'm gonna save this in my artists folder here. I commissioned an artist like October, November of last year, and the art that I commissioned is still incomplete. Only half of it is done. It's been a quite a wild experience, going on 4+ months now waiting, when the original tentative date was 3 to 4 weeks. So I know everyone's got their own battles to fight, but it's pretty wild. It's just 2 pieces of art with multiple layers so that I can separate them for different thumbnails. And it's Final Fantasy XIV based on 2 characters. And it's just been this ongoing process. It's already been paid for, too. I was all paid for up front. I've only gotten half the work. It's unfortunate. It's one of the worst experiences I've had with a commission artist in quite some time. Usually every artist I work with is just doing amazing work. Amazing work, but I can't wait to begin my training once more. Head twerk. Your proclivity for spellcasting was a property of Lilith's blood. Now that her corruption has faded from your veins, so too has your aptitude for the arcane. I feel the difference. My ether is so weak now that I doubt I could cast even the simplest of magics. I wonder how you would take the news, but you seem almost happy. Oh, I am. This way I get to study magic from scratch and know that all my achievements will truly be mine. Aw. That's nice. Just fix your hair out of your face so you can see your sword. I would say distant goal will be it pushes me to endure the training ahead. I wonder if this has a wrap up because there'll be a Shadowbringers one-off quest and an Endwalker one-off quest. That's how the role quest, the job quest stuff works. I don't have either of them yet because I'm not 80 or 90. Start yourself off with the basics of thaumaturgy and conjury. A foundation you've built yourself will be far more stable than the instinctual power you possessed before. Neat. Yes, can I have Verholy now? The potency of your spells is a reflection of your indomitable spirit, and I dare say that the soul crystal you bear will reward your dedication to the art by granting you new knowledge. Very good. He is talking like he's about to leave, but I guess technically that's how red mages work. Yeah, pilgrimage, but fear not. Those who defy the tides of destiny are always drawn together sooner or later. Oh, you mean like the level 80 and the level 90 quests? Gotcha. Not farewell, merely a temporary parting of ways. Eagerly do I await the day our paths cross again, my friends. Alright, catboy. See you later, dude. Yeah, Division is getting an update. Yeah. I don't know, man. Got so burned by that game twice now that I don't know if I can ever pick it back up again. I played Division 1 for hundreds of hours. And then I tried Division 2 out for quite a long time. And again, they get it right during leveling, but they have a problem with scaling and then loot distribution and whatnot. And then we even tried the raid. We did try the raid in Division 2. And it's just not balanced properly. It's very weird. I don't know if it's gotten better or worse or something over time. But it was very much, you needed very specific loadouts. You needed, the healer loadout on one or two people, and then just battle rifle on everyone else. Because you couldn't do enough damage with any other gun. You couldn't get close with small arms fire or anything that was, like SMG or whatever. You couldn't have, like, fun big DACA builds. You had to be super safe and play like a bitch. Just not as refined. Excuse me. Not as refined as like what Destiny 2 does. Yeah, so there'll be a quest here at 80. Succession of Steel. Yeah, so she'll just wait here until I hit 80. Cool. We have Verholy now. Let's go. We put a lot. We did a lot in Division 1. Yeah. What's up, Ari? Once you get past hard world difficulty in Division 2, the scaling is trash. Yeah. Like the initial oomph of Division in Division 2 is good. And then once you get up to a certain point where you're like, okay, this is where I get the real armor and gear and I start getting, big boy weapons. It's just everything takes either too many shots or you get one banged by everything. It didn't have a happy medium in player power versus enemy power. And it was annoying. Very annoying. It's a really cool game, but I don't know. It's possible. I mean, I bought the whole freaking game, so when the update comes out, I could just re-download it and jump back in. It's totally a doable thing. But I also don't really know if and look at my recent played games right now. Oops. So besides Final Fantasy XIV and still playing Warhammer 40k on Tabletop Sim, I jump into League of Legends every now and then to play some I play Runeterra or TFT, Teamfight Tactics. Obviously playing a bunch of Destiny 2. I haven't logged in a Lost Ark in a number of days, but I did hit 50 in Lost Ark, so now I have to finish up the questing zone so I can start working on the end game stuff. So nothing to look at that. Darkest Dungeon 2. We just finished The Witcher 3 the other day. I dug in like 40 plus hours into Cyberpunk 2077 so far, which is great. I do have to go back and revisit Mega Man 11 to finish that game out, because we're done with the main bosses, but now we're on the end stages. We actually played some Heroes of the Storm not too long ago. That was pretty fun. I haven't played Halo Infinite now in about 4 months, unfortunately. Game is quite good, but just need a group to play with it. So, mind you, the Borderlands games. Yeah, I don't know how the scaling is going to be. I know Harry and Destora and a few others are playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland right now, which is the next little Borderlands title. Let me put this guild in the guild bank. We got 391. But I don't know, the whole Tiny Tina's Wonderland thing, I wonder if it's going to have a scaling problem either. Or if there even is a difficulty that you'll get to where it will do that. There we go. Almost up to 14 million. Yeah, so I left. There's some more platings. There's still some wings. Shinryu, Hades right here. So I've left a couple of the higher ones. Well, this is not higher, but we don't do as much mount farm right now, even though it does make quite a big chunk of gil. I haven't checked our company ships in a while. I'll do that later because I got to look up the huge Google document about them. All right, how about some combat? Anyone need to do any roulette stuff? I'm capped on big boy tombstones, but we can do something if anyone needs to queue for a couple of things. I finished my book before and now don't have another one. Sort of ahead of the game on that one. Content creators for Tiny Tina's Wonderland are already killing high-level bosses in 2 seconds. Oh. Just like walking up and blurp, done? Really? Go spend your tombstones. I do. I need to spend my astronomy. But like, it buys, what, 580? Which I can't buy anything for. I can't go right to 590 weapon, can I? But like my warrior is my tanks are all done. They're either 600 or all 580s in the first place. So I was looking at what I didn't look at what I could purchase with them yet. Or what else besides just the gear. It's all you can buy, right? And the only thing I can work on is I can get, caster gear, I suppose. Oh, it's 590. That's right. Okay, 590. But you can't get a weapon. That requires the Discal Tombstone. Is that the yellow books? I could get a weapon. Which would help for I'm tanking this when Thadrin's gone. Oh wait, do you get the tombstone from here or? No, this is the 7 blades for the tombstone or the drop. I'm only gonna have 5 when I do my clear this week, so I can't do that. Could queue for that real quick though. Knock that out. You hit 1370 in Lost Ark, Harry, officially in the end game. Very nice. I just used 2 hours to try to find something to watch with your dinner. The dinner got cold AF, so I just ate it while watching the stream. What the heck? What the heck? Why were you looking for 2 hours to watch something? Have you watched the new Moon Knight? The first episode of Moon Knight yet, Nico? It's pretty good. Pretty good. I just finished watching all of Hawkeye over the weekend. Also, pretty good. Pretty good. Nothing insane, just pretty good. Yeah, so I need a tombstone to go to a 590. I need to buy the 590 as well. You only get the tombstone from the 7 swords, huh? I thought you could exchange as a boss weapon. Boss weapons! I do have a Rabarant sitting around, but I was holding on to it, waiting to see if I was going to upgrade my White Mage, because I was maybe going to play White Mage for Hesperos. That's why I was just sitting there. Bob and I were going to figure out if we were to change things up, or if he was going to just change things up and I was going to stay Astro. But Lily is really good for that second act in part 2. Because you Lily into it, and every time someone takes damage, it'll heal the whole freaking room. And you take 3 or 4 instances of damage, so that just nullifies that phase pretty heavily. So a 600 weapon on my White Mage would be just fine. It'll basically put my White Mage in my White Mage and Astro on the same field. Actually, White Mage will be a little higher eye level because I do wear the 600 helm and the 600 ring. Because I don't wear them on Astro because they have piety on them, but White Mage needs some. All updated. That is the problem. I still have to see past episode 1 of Halo, but Halo was so shit. Yeah, man. I've heard really, really rough things with Halo. Anyway, I need to get a Discal Tombstone. I think I forgot last week to run the normal, the regular raid. Let me show, oh, Lalafell. Look at Lalafell chilling. I'm gonna... Teddy, do you need to do 4th circle real quick for your token? I need another helm. Put that there so I remind myself. I thought you could. I thought the Disco Tombstone was also something you could exchange. I guess not. Because the Rabarant, that's level 600 weapon. So there's only one way to go to 590. Accessories. Armor. Weapon. But that's freaking Phoenix Book. Yeah. You can't exchange into it. It's a drop or 7. Damn. Yeah, 7. But yeah, I'm gonna queue for normal vampire uncle if anyone wants to go. So what can I buy? If it's 590, but I can't do a weapon specifically. Ew. Skill speed tenacity ring? Ew. The bracelets could be a side grade. The necklace isn't terrible. Earrings are kind of bad. To upgrade my warrior before... yeah. Ben's gonna AFK out. Blur! Okay. Vampire Dad in 3, 2, 1. Because Discal Tomestones drop off Hippocampus on Savage, which I thought you could trade those books for, but apparently not. Not a thing. So we'll look at my tank here real quick. Could get a ring. The ring is bad though. Can't do bracelets. Clarity of 600, 600. The earring was also bad, right? Miss upgrades the raid weapon. Anyway. Big white mage energy coming in. Hit it with the hoy. Let's see if this is a Chad group finder group where they pull him to the corner and you just stand still and blast him for forever. Double white mage, let's go. The hell's that? Oh, a Grand Company thing. Red mage, Teddy. It's gonna be what? Thunder first always? Pretty sure? Yeah. Yeah, group finder strats. So you can just stand in this corner for the first while. Or against the wall where Teddy is. That's fine too. Oh, he was apparently a little close. Interesting. Ooh, nice arcane crest from the Reaper. Appreciated. Oh, we double lilied. No, overhealing. Now it's water. You just immune this one. And immune now. Swoosh. Why'd the Paladin taunt? Weird. I'm blasting. Guess I'm capped on lilies. I should probably use one. Man, the 6-1 changes. Really hoping here. Oh, I should have bursted. Whoops. Water first. Just to take the knockback. Then it'll be spread. No, Teddy. What happened? Oh. The other white mage got you. This Reaper is all about hitting the arcane crest. That's so nice. I'm blasting. Thank you for the mantra. I will soak this not DPS. My mana, by the way. This is with 2 pieces of piety gear on. Medica 2? What is this? Is it sword? It is sword. That was out of range of his size. I'm bad. What's the range of the size? 15? Yeah, it's too far. Each square is 5, basically. To my understanding. Cloak. West, knockback. Immunity. No, the other tank, no. South knockback, re. Swoosh. Got the res already. That's good. Oh, I could have. The tank just stood up and immediately did something, so they died. The tank did not, That's unfortunate. Anytime you stand up in this game after being rezzed, you should at least give it a few beats. I was doing damage, but they immediately did an action, so they removed their invulnerability frame. Or their invuln buff, so when the first damage event happened, though they were low health, they just died. Random Pinax, let's see what happens. We got some spread out. Got a knockback here, which I cannot immune yet. Stack groups here. I'll soak this. There we go. And run out from the middle. East edge sword against the wall. Teddy getting sword smacked. We have a limit break though. You know what? This is a cure 3 right here. Boom! Yeah, there's another cure 3 right here. How about this? Oh, they already medicatude. Lol. Grab that DPS orb. Oh, did Teddy run into 2 of them? No, Teddy, no! North edge sword. Oh, they got him. Where did my heal go? What the hell? Did he heal the wrong target? My heal went to nothingness. Oh, it needs to do more damage. Please, Yoshi P. Off the global, off the potency, or both. Please. What's first? Yeah, Lily, go. We did it. Got a Schwad. Already have the bat. Doesn't drop helmets. Duh, I'm stupid. Chest piece maybe? I don't know. Most of these are glam. I don't need rings. That's for sure. Or gloves. Another helm would be I can buy 2 helms. So I can buy like an aiming helm and a I don't know if I need a melee helm. I know I used a 600 chest on my caster gear, so I don't need one of theirs. Don't need one of theirs. Player commendation. Who's not rolling on stuff? There we go. There's one chest piece out. I go for these boots, maybe? Oh, got the chest piece. Good. Okay. Meow. Very nice. All right. You gonna run out? Do you have work, Teddy? Is that where you're heading? Because it's 5 o'clock. Are you heading out to work? Oh, you're not working Mondays, though, I thought. Good move when orb was coming towards me. Interesting. Okay. Eat with a friend, socializing. What the heck? Just make sure you hit the like button before you leave if you haven't already. And anyone else out there,
Hit the like button is really helpful on YouTube. The like button doesn't cost you a thing. It just costs you 2.8693 seconds. Did this weird voice help? I don't know if it did. It's probably a little weird. Little chipmunk voice, no?
Well, enjoy your dinner with friend. Enjoy. What the heck, Mutton? You were barely here. I even tried to start these streams a little earlier so you could hang out. Such a tease, Mutton. All right, bud. Have a good night, man. I'm gonna remove my like. Oh, shit. All right, let's knock out the rest of the raid. I guess? No. No, I think it's time. It is time for some role quest. This is the healer one, right? I'm pretty sure. I started the healer one first, right? Yeah, see, it's 85. So it's not going to be after Endwalker. It's going to be during. It's going to kind of be weird, right? It's not going to be... Huh. Some of the story is going to be a little strange because it's going to be before we finish. But all 5 of them are going to be like this? Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be weird. I'm going to take a quick little bio break, however. And I shall return momentarily. It costs me counters on my personal how many times I hit the like button on YouTube. Shut up, Harry. You're so dumb. Princess had a lot of princesses to attack. What the? It's true. Alrighty. Wait, does Princess Teddy attend to other princesses in this lore that you've crafted, Gorek? I just had a package arrive. Package. I know exactly what it is, too. And Teddy just left. Box opening ASMR. It's in a book sheath. Yeah, that's really well packaged for a seller that I wasn't sure about when I purchased it. Hell yeah. Codex Eldari, 9th edition, Warhammer 40,000. Let's go, big nerdy book. It's wrapped in plastic. I can't open it. One moment. Then I guess I'll take a little break. Trying to get all that. Yeah. Because I can hear it too. Damn, this book thick. I mean, it's technically got 4 armies in it, so that makes sense. Damn, very cool. Now I have all the Eldari rules. My original army when I started playing 40k was Eldar. Oh man. It's got Yanari. Is it color coded in the back here? Oh man. Oh, that. Oh. Oh. That heavily brand new, fresh out the printer. So are all the Eldar stuff just, is it all smushed together? Looks like it's all smushed together. Interesting. Oh, well, I guess they have separate pages for all the... Okay. Oh, cool. These books are incredible. Just absolutely insane. Oh, man, you gotta do the freaking art. That's the coolest part. Hold on. My desk is all covered in stuff now. ASMR box opening. But, man. It's always, like, like, these cinematic shots are so cool. Yes. But too bad I don't have, like, a bajillion dollars to throw away on making and painting my own models again. It would cost, I don't even know how much to get back into 40k. I play it on TTS. Like, even this book was like $50. Well, $48. Just insane. But to get back into the hobby, to do actually a full painted army would be hundreds of dollars just to get started again. Such an expensive hobby, man. Just absolutely insane. I mean, it stays with you forever. All the models stay relevant. They don't really sunset anything. But yeah, very expensive. Very expensive. Well, that goes with my Necron Codex then. These are the 2 that I have that are current. So that was a teaser from your upcoming manga chapter? They tell me later an idea in Discord? Alright. Alright, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna step away real quick. I need to run to the restroom. I shall return in just a few minutes. And then we'll do some quests. Okie dokie. All right. Oh, it started raining in the desert? Hello? I mean, I guess it does sometimes. All right. Yes, indeed. Okie dokie. Look at that poor little Pikachu. He's asleep. He passed out before the stream even started. Can confirm it does rain sometimes in the desert. That's right. You live in the desert. That's true. That's true. It's true. This area, when we were doing Endwalker, there was just hundreds of people here. So wild. One of the quests is in Ul'dah, so... Not Ul'dah. Alamigo. Alrighty. Well, Golrek, this is going to be mid-ish Endwalker-y stuff. So, if you don't want any of the direct spoiler-onus, even if you were here for my entire Endwalker, like, week-long stream, but you just don't really remember what was going on or didn't know what was going on, so that's fine. But just letting you know. This is your spoiler warning. Ah, Master Bacon. We were told you were on your way, but this is even quicker than expected. I picked up this quest weeks ago. I'll tell Commander Alden you've arrived. One moment, please. Pippin? No, it's going to be Raban. Let's go. Glad you could join us. Oh my god, the lighting right now is not doing him any favors. Alright, go Rick. You can just mute the tab too. Oh, that was it? Okay, it was just a handoff? Now that the far greater crisis has been resolved, we may and must turn our undivided attention to matters of a smaller but no less deadly scale. I'd like nothing more than to hear about your recent adventures, but I'm afraid such pleasantries will have to wait. Okay. What the hell is that? As our man in Thavnair will have told you, a blasphemy is loose in Alamigo. What the hell? When it first appeared, the city guard were able to get most of the bystanders to safety, and for a mercy, those caught in the chaos only suffered minor injuries. But the fiend managed to escape and has not been seen since. We must find it, and soon. For as long as it remains at large, every man, woman, and child is at risk. Yeah? That's a big chunky boy. As was the case in Thavnair, the blasphemy's very existence seems to spur the creation of lesser beasts. The longer it is allowed to roam free, the more tragedy our people will suffer. Yeah. Did anyone see the change take place? How about that? Straight to the point. Oh, they did. There were several eyewitnesses who gave the same account. A man walking through the Alamigan quarter fell to his knees all of a sudden, and a moment later transformed into the monstrosity we now pursue. Beyond the fact he was a young Highlander, we know next to nothing about him. Even the descriptions of his appearance are too vague to help identify the lad, and we've no clues as to his name or background. For all we know, he might not have even been born in Alamigo. Might have been the son of refugees come to visit. There are other possibilities we investigated, though. That said, I doubt the circumstances are unique. Blasphemies and beasts are born when men are overcome by despair, or whatever drove him to turn likely could have done the same to another. Therefore, if we are to prevent further tragedies, it is imperative that we identify and address the underlying cause. Until we do, we'll have no choice but to deal with the afflicted the only way we know how, by granting them a quick death. For now, I would have you join the hunt and keep my men from falling prey to these creatures. Are you up to it? My glare button is ready. You have my thanks. And as chance would have it, we've just received word from a number of beasts we've spotted on the outskirts of Al-Gaharnahana. The troop station there have already put them down, but they wounded in the process. Oh, but were wounded in the process. First and foremost, they need medical attention, and that's where you come in. I'll meet you there. Whoa, a quest I actually have to heal people? What the heck? What the heck? These are so rare. So many times during the questing in this game, as a healer, you quest along as a healer, and people are like, "Oh, I'm dying," or "Oh, I hurt," and they're like passed out or fallen over or knocked out, and you don't heal them because it has to be the same for all roles. And then there, of course, the standard box standard. Excuse me. The box standard kind of MMO quests where you have to like bandage people or hand out potions. And I'm just like, I'm a white mage. I got this, but they're not tailored enough. So these though are role quests. They're tailored to the role you're playing. So that helps. Helps at least connect you to the role in the game if you're DPS, tank, ranged, or healer, or caster. Mortified fighters, wounded fighters, and Raban. Who's got his hat on? Look at you. All the soldiers were able to lead the beasts away from the village and called a lot of them victory did not come easily. It's times like these that our lack of healers is most sorely felt. I dare say they've yet to receive any treatment at all. See to their wounds while I survey the area for any stragglers that may have escaped. Once I've completed my patrol, I'll head to the village to gather eyewitness reports. Look for me thereafter. What's up, buds? Oh, it's like a click healing thing, too. Weird. There's a big cure, too. Alright, what's up? Gods be good. I feel bored. Hold on, you're Bay, aren't you? I can't believe it. You're the one who inspired me to join the Resistance in the first place. The Resistance in the first place. Now you've come to save me in my hour of need. I'll never forget this. Thank you, thank you. I right-clicked. It's okay. We got there. So at least it's a healing-ish quest, but you don't have to use your own spells. You use a right-click. I saw them change right before my eyes. Those weren't monsters I killed, but innocent men. Yeah, it happens. But it had to be done. There were others we had to protect, and thanks to you, I continue to do just that. Once I've made my way back, I'll give a full account. The families, they'll understand. Yes, this is happening. This is during the events in Endwalker, not post events. So it's a little desynced. You're supposed to do at least one of these during the main scenario. Oh, Arenvald, what's up, bud? It was good for you to come all this way, though I never doubted for a moment that you wouldn't. What's up, man? How you doing? Nope, cutscene. Arenvald out here hanging out. For treating the wounds of those soldiers, you have my thanks, and theirs too, no doubt. It seems they were indeed successful in slaying all the beasts in my search. Oh, if my search is any indication, we must remain vigilant. Also spoken with several people who witnessed the moment of the transformation, though the ordeal has understandably left them rather shaken. I hear you've been through a fair few ordeals yourself. I mean, are involved, you have no idea. This man's a superhero, even though he's wounded. I don't know if he can walk. Is he paralyzed? I don't actually remember if he was paralyzed or just very heavily wounded. I guess we'll find out if he stands up and walks around again, but he's been in this wheelchair for quite some time. As for me, I've been kept busy with this and that. I like getting the hang of this wheelchair. Obviously, it has its limitations, but it gets me where I need to go. I've been working with the new organizations as well, which is what what has brought me here. But no sooner had I arrived than those locals turned. Yeah. Ragnfrid! I heard you were there when it happened. What can you tell us? You know, this boy, the super dark skin and the bleak white hair and beard mustache combo, big Chad strength. Ones who underwent the change are the very people we were trying to help. Now, it's an emotional reaction to why that happens. Yeah, explain from the beginning. The meetings Lise held in the royal palace marked a turning point for all Gyr Abania. It spurred us to open a dialogue with peoples and communities we otherwise would have shunned. Like the beast tribes and stuff? But there are still so many problems to be addressed and the countless souls struggling to build new lives for themselves. I decided to form a volunteer group, the Silver Griffins. Silver, Our main concern is the welfare of Alamegans who sided with the Empire, for whatever reason, and help them find their place in society, in particular, the surviving families of Crania, Lupi, one of the other villages in the area. Play, you despise the skulls, or you've changed your tune. True. They're just like another village that they had a spat with during the campaign. Make no mistake, I've not forgiven them. I don't have that in me. I doubt I ever will. But the memory of that day in the palace, of Fordola asking to be locked up again after saving us all, it stayed with me. True. She was technically an enemy, came out, helped us, and then knew she was still an enemy, and then we locked her back up on her own call. So it got me to thinking why she and other youths would commit such atrocities, why they'd swear to serve the Empire, and the answer was simple, because they've seen what we'd seen and suffered much the same. Evil is a perspective, depending on what side of the fence you're on. In a hell where all were condemned, those chose to betray one brother to save another. That's how the Garleans win, not by breaking you, but by making you break yourself. By making that choice the right one for the man at the end of his tether. Healing only begins with liberation, and some scars never will regardless. Those who've returned from foreign lands may have difficulty carving out a living here. But the ones who'd pledged allegiance to Garlemald, ... This is not the El Amigo we dreamed of, but after 20 years of misery, I'll not see it all thrown away because we can't come to terms with the past. That's why I formed the Silver Griffins, to see that no one is cast aside. Okay. Is Arnvald, are you part of the Silver Griffins? It's a cause I support, and it's what brought me here today. I've been acting as a mediator between us and the Scions, maybe? In the short time he's been here, he's proven himself a natural, but despite our early successes, the families of the Skulls continue to refuse our help. Because I hate you guys. I think I see where this is leading. They're the ones who turned, yes? Comes as no surprise, the kin tormented and murdered. Their kin tormented and murdered fellow Alamegans, and only the conscious would feel shame and guilt, and for some, it might be too much to bear. I think I might know why they're turning us away. It's a sensitive matter, though. Let's go somewhere we won't be overheard. There's no one around, my guy. This little market square where there's no one out here. So few NPCs in this game sometime. There's no one around. There's literally no one. But one of the men who turned, I saw his memories. Yeah, Arnvald has the Echo, which allows you to see memories, see flashbacks, see flash futures or whatever. It's usually just a barrage of images from coming into contact with certain people. Same thing our main character has. But the Echo, I'll not pretend to understand it, but tell us what you learned. I only caught a glimpse, but it was a nymph. A nymph? Reading is hard. Oh, wait, I've seen this guy before. I think. During the occupation, a man raising his son. Only the two of them, but they were a family. To keep his boy clothed and fed, he chose to side with the Empire. He knew what others would say, but he did it anyway. Indeed. Yeah, he's all empired up. Until he was branded a traitor. Every day his son listened to the jeering, the insults, but there was nothing he could do. When he came of age, he joined the Skulls in the hope they would make life easier for his father. He never dared to question his orders, no matter how depraved. He died in the revolution, but not before killing his own countrymen. His father wept not for the betrayer and murderer, but for the man he could have been. He blamed it all on himself, right up until the change took him. Ah, so his father fell to despair and turned into the blasphemy. Gotcha. Yep. I can only pray he and his boy finally found peace when they did not, well, they were denied in life. Alas, theirs is an all too familiar tale. They cannot forgive themselves, nor can they see how anyone else could. Yep. The sins of their kin weigh heavy on them. They think themselves undeserving of our compassion. Well, they did, yeah. If they carry on like that, they'll turn into beasts. We've got to help them before it's too late. Growing up half Garlemald and Alamigo, I know how it feels to be shunned and hated. To hate myself. That's Ehrenwald's before he joined the Scions way back in the day. As long as we give ourselves and others a chance, we can change for the better. And while I might not be as clever and eloquent as someone like Alphino, I know I can make a difference. How do tell me you play Final Fantasy XIV without telling me you play Final Fantasy XIV? Make a fist and ball it up and pan the camera down to it. Might not be quite the swordsman I used to be, but I'm still a fighter at heart, and I owe it to Aaba and Aului to make the most of this life so long as I've got it. Okay. We Silver Griffins will give our all, see that no more beasts or blasphemies ravage Garabania again. So, Commander Eldon, do we have your approval to continue our work? Of course. There is no enemy more formidable than despair, and I'd be a fool to refuse your help. Yet even a single one of your people, or our people, has succumbed to the transformations as proof of our failure to protect them. Well, therefore I pledge the Silver Griffins my unconditional support. Together we will prevail. Let's do it. What is it with these weird, like, half nods? It's like... Just trying a new animation, I guess. Now that we have Bay on our hand to aid the troops, I believe we are ready to face any beasts we encounter. Again, my glare button is ready, and I haven't pressed it in at least 15 minutes, so get on that. Well, I fear it's not a matter of time before others appear. I ask that you lead the Silver Griffins, or lend the Silver Griffins your assistance in the meantime. Okay. Very good. For now, let's return to the city. Okay. Indeed. Pray return to Alamigo. All right, where are we going? Back to the Alamigan Quarter. Very well. Banana, banana, na, na. Swoosh. Meow. Those who harbor guilt do so not because they are weak of heart, but because they have failed to meet the demands they make of themselves. It was the same for me when I believed that my failures had led to the Sultana's assassination. The despair and self-loathing were indescribable. I was fortunate that you and the other Scions came to my rescue, that I had friends who convinced me that I was more than the sum of my worst mistakes. Now we must do the same for the people of Alamigo. We must help them to heal and find strength to, if not forgive, then come to terms with who we were, so they can look to who we can be. That guy's Chocobo's name was George, who has now withdrawn from the battle. You get a notification in chat whenever Chocobo is summoned or leaves. It just says George withdraws from the battle. All right, who we should aspire to be. This is precisely why the work of the Silver Griffins is so vital. Though our problems are not new, the emergency of this deadly phenomena means we cannot afford to delay addressing them any longer, and we will be better for it ultimately. Once we've decided a course of action, you'll be the first to know. Until then, may Ralger watch over and keep you. Actually gives big XP, because they're meant to be done during MSQ, yeah. It's optional, though, and you can do them whenever. In Shadowbringers, you had to do one of these during the main campaign. But then they got feedback that was not great, because it diverted you pretty heavily. But now you can just do them at your own pace later on down the road. Yeah, it's 500,000 XP. It's nuts. That's an MSQ quest, yeah. A main story quest? The struggle to prevent the emergence of beasts grows increasingly desperate. We're hoping you'd stop by. I'll show you to Commander Eldon at once. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Your welcome sight as always. I just saw you! It's meant to be a couple of levels later, but yeah. And a lot's happened since we last spoke. Really? It's been about 6 minutes. We Silver Griffins, we've been keeping busy. As have I and my men, but I'm afraid we are... This backlit Rauban, he's so shadowed right now. As have I and my men, but I'm afraid we've little to show for our efforts. Although we've been searching high and low for blasphemies, we've seen neither hide nor hair of it. Unfortunately, everyone else has better luck. We've received reports of lesser beasts throughout Garabani, and putting them down is as important as hunting the blasphemy that got away. To complicate matters, rumors have been circulating that the beasts were the Skull's kin. While this was true of the recent incident in Ganha, we cannot have people jumping into conclusions given what they might feel tempted to do. It was suggested that we take these individuals into custody for their own protection as much as the safety of others. That would only isolate them even further and give credence to the rumors. Yeah, don't put them in a freaking camp. What the heck? The recent unrest has hindered the efforts of the Silver Griffins to no end. Therefore, I ask that you aid them in their endeavors and see if there is aught that could be done. Does it feel good playing an MMO that has character development that feels real and earned? Well, if you mean because it's character development that feels real and earned because they take their time, it is also a criticism of how long and how much time it takes to get to points. But it is interesting in that comparison, because obviously you're you know, it's a jab at World of Warcraft, I suppose. Because there's plenty of story in World of Warcraft as well, but it always feels like it flies by you so fast, right? And it's just like you don't really read quest text. Every single quest doesn't have these little cutscenes where you talk through the quest you're doing, because so much more of World of Warcraft is based on like systems and currencies and rep farm and like combat. It's an action-oriented game versus a RPG where you roleplay, you talk to characters, you learn story, you interact with it. Like, look at that the Red Mage quest we just did. I was probably clicking through pretty rapidly for almost half an hour, 40 minutes, and I only got to fight one thing. It wasn't combat-oriented. It was characters, talking, situations, and I was skipping. I was skimming through. Because it wasn't like a main thing that I really needed to read about. But, yeah, I mean, Arnvald's character and where he's come from, and he's a side character, sure. But like knowing how he got in this wheelchair and knowing what he's doing here now and knowing how he's being a mediator between two different parties to help work on stuff during the crazy calamity stuff that's happening right now. There's a lot of story that takes a while to chew through in this game. Yeah. Also, you've been joined by another volunteer. Try not to be too surprised. Thought I felt my ears burning. It's Fordola. What's up, girl? Howdy. Unless you were talking about Fordola specifically, because she's literally standing here now working alongside us to fix problems that she caused, a la Sylvanas-esque. But she was Alamegan, went to the Empire because she felt like that was the way to save people, even if she was then essentially like the Sheriff of Nottingham. She was a brutal enforcer that was also experimented on to make her more powerful. She's like a fake Echo. She's kind of like not as powerful as Xenos, but she's in that Xenos realm because she has the manufactured Echo, which makes her just stronger and can see the future and stuff, and gets the fake Echo, like flashback, sideways, future telling kind of stuff. But she then realized, after showed compassion and help, that she wasn't this monster, and then she came and helped us fight in one point, and then self-jailed herself after that moment, knowing she was still the enemy. And now here she is, after all this time, after all those patches way back in Stormblood all those years ago, in real time. For us, it was we played it all through quickly, but yeah, took her years to get to this point. But now she's essentially trying to right the wrong she caused. I said I don't need to keep her, but did they bloody listen? Did they bollocks? Did they bollocks? Is that the way you'd use that phrase? Come on, don't be like that. This is what you agreed to. Besides, you never know when you might have need of a healer, and there's none better than me. Well, that's not true. Momo exists. He's right. You've earned a measure of trust, and this shouldn't be taken to mean otherwise. She's still very prickly, though. Fordola is still probably always going to be very brash. Thick as thieves are we now, and there's no need for this sodding collar. Oh, she has like a bomb collar on? Well, we all know it's not coming off anytime soon, but if this is how it is to be, then fine, so long as he keeps out of my way. Yeah, so this is going to be her arc, right? Is to be a little more empathetic and compassionate and not be so damn prickly, most likely. So, we'll see. Yeah, the price you pay when you're basically making an MMO that's essentially a brand new single-player RPG expansion. Yeah, she's definitely more nuanced than Sylvanas, that's for sure. Fordola specifically, yeah. Well, there's plenty of work done with Sylvanas, but her story was just... like, you can see, depending on how far ahead Square Enix plans their story, it is very clear to see that Sylvanas' stuff was changing or changed many times, because her Sylvanas and Warlords to Legion to Shadowlands are all different characters. They really, there is very thin through lines that make it make sense. Because now the new wrap-up quest, I don't know if you've seen the new wrap-up quest stuff that's happening right now post the raid story stuff. There's apparently dialogue with Sylvanas in game, and that's even echoed in the new Sylvanas book. It all just seems so contrived and somewhat retconned and just added back in, that she never wanted to be war chief. She never cared about the Horde. The Horde were always just a tool for her, which did reflect in the Sourfang cinematic, right? But that's not how it was originally portrayed. It felt like there was some... but maybe that was the whole point, that we were led astray by thinking that she was somewhat more honorable and respectful and wanted to be in charge of the Horde, and took the recommendation from Vol'jin to heart, and that was going to be part of her arc. But no, it was a tool, means to an end. She didn't care about them at all. They were just expendable soldiers. Yeah, nothing. Garbage. Just nothing, you know? Yeah. I want the two of you to visit the Silver Griffin's headquarters in Ala Gan Ganha. It's Ala Ganha? It's gotta be. Something like that. Some of our relatives of the... Yeah. The Crania Lupi. These words, these names, have agreed to meet with them, and we could do with a measure of precaution. Difference between rushing and knowing you're going to have to take your time. Right. That's very different. I just think every time they were writing story for Sylvanas, it was always... It's like a restaurant, like a seasonal menu at a restaurant, right? You know what produce or fish or poultry is going to be more in season between spring, summer, fall, and winter, right? So you can plan your menu out ahead of time, almost for, let's say, the whole year. So you know that you're going to have this type of fish during spring, and then you're going to change over to this type of, fish and produce in the summer, because things change seasonally if you want to keep fresh and you don't want to have it shipped from across the world. So that's like how Final Fantasy feels. Like they have their menu planned out ahead of time. They know what their seasonal offerings are going to be. They know how their characters are going to change based on the story they're going to lay out. World of Warcraft is more like they only set their menu per season. Like they adjust to each season based on what each season then suddenly has, or they don't have it planned out. Not to say that it's all bad, because you can still have a fine enough menu like that, but it also feels a little more scrambled. If anyone so much as mentions the skulls, I'll deal with it. Understood? She was part of... Yep. Let's get this over with. Okie dokie. She's as much a risk of turning as anyone, maybe even more so. You don't need the echo to see the weight she's carrying. True. That would be a weird twist in her story if she just freaking turns into a freaking monster. She's still not got a handle on her own echo either. Sometimes the visions come with that warning and with such force that it's all she can do to stay standing. There's no telling what might happen when she comes face to face with the family of her former comrades. So look out for her, please. That will be a crazy twist. I don't know if Fordola turns into a blasphemy, that would suck. That would be so wacky. I doubt it, though. Wish there was more I could do for her myself. Aw, is Arenvald getting feelings for Fordola? Oh, no. We've all got our own duties, and I'll see them to the end. So must we all. Follow Fordola's lead. We're counting on you both, but be ready to step in, even if she curses you for it. Again, prickly. The best comparison to Sylvanas is Daenerys Targaryen. The path to where they wanted to go was there, but they wanted to just get there and get through it. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty apt, I would say. That's pretty apt. Because we all know that final season of Game of Thrones should have easily been more episodes. And the season before it. Wasn't the season before and the final season both shorter by multiple episodes each time? Was it instead of doing it 10-10, they were like 8 and then 7? Something like that. So... Which is the weird part, because Game of Thrones and why it shines so heavily in the first, like, say, 4 seasons or so, is that it was slow and almost painfully slow to the point that everything that then happened, like all of Jaime, it was also Jaime Lannister's arc too. If you think about it, Jaime Lannister's arc was this just weird, incestuous, pig-headed, honorable with his own Lannister flair, but the stuff that eventually started changing in him with the large woman, I still am drawing a blank on her name. We thought that was going to be, when you were watching at the time, that it was going to change his character, arc him to a more sympathetic, compassionate character, right? Is going to grow with some empathy, and all the stuff he'd been through, getting his hand cut off and detainment and all this kind of stuff. that it was going to change his character, and he's going to realize that, okay, well, he doesn't have to be an asshole. But then, nope, of course not. He just kind of uses her, and then just goes right back to Cersei, and then he dies. It's like, okay, whatever, dude. Season 7 was 7, and 8 was 6 episodes. Oh my god, it's even shorter than I thought. Holy crap, yeah. So they shortchanged us essentially 7 episodes to keep it in pace with everything else. Triple dot. I had a feeling Radz-at-Han would send you, Faye, but as for her, if you got any complaints, take it up with the commander. No, it's fine. Truth be told, ever since that day at the Royal Palace, I've been thinking. Stop. You don't have to say it, and I don't want to hear it. Fordula, why are you so angry? You're going to turn into a monster. So the matter at hand, then. We Silver Griffins have been working to support the relatives of the Crania Lupi. One family has gone missing, a mother and her parents who lived together under the same roof. One of ours paid them a visit, but they were nowhere to be seen, and when they went inside to check, they found the house had been torn to shreds. Thick gouges in the floor and walls made by a beast's claws with the look of them. Oh, did her parents or her turn into it? You think they've turned? That's most likely the explanation. Please do what you must before anyone else is hurt. No time to waste. I'll head east. I'll head west. You east. We could head west together. Why not? We could head... Split the difference, Fordula. Let's go west. He did change. They were a good job of showing that. Once the final season happened, they just wanted to fulfill his arc and make him flip back. They just wanted to go through. Yeah. It's all so fast. Because if he eventually came back to that point, but it had the slow pace that is what we were used to in Game of Thrones, it may have not been as awful. But yeah, they just wanted to finish. They just wanted to get done. Because they were so ready to work on a Star Wars thing. A fell beast. They wanted to work on Star Wars. But then, because it was so bad, and they basically, like, just dumpster fired Game of Thrones, they got turned down for the Star Wars project. Yeah, this thread blew up. Asdacross is looking for an editor. But that thread kind of blew up. I mean, I'll send him an email after stream today. Crumpled letter. In the dirt, you spy an envelope containing a crumpled, tear-stained letter. Dear Mother, I hope this letter finds you well. Time is short, so I must keep this brief. Although I have never done anything to make you proud, wow, I promise you things will be different when the war is over. Until then, take care and know that I love you with all my heart. Placing the letter back in its envelope, you turn your attention to finding the others. That was a bleak letter. Damn. You sense a hostile presence, a fell beast. Kashplamo. Whoa. Ah. Ah. Time-worn wedding ring. Discover what appears to be a wedding ring with a name and date engraved on the inside. With seemingly no clues to be found, you decide to report to Ragnfrid. Were you able to find anything? Crumpled letter? Wedding ring. Then it is as we feared. I found and killed a third. It was carrying this. A matching ring. Yep. I'll deliver these effects to the next of kin and arrange for a funeral, or as close to one as possible under the circumstances. Big triple dot from Fordola. There's no change in the past. We'll always carry it and the scars, but no matter who we were or what we did, we're Alamegans then and now. The Empire was our enemy then, and now it's despair. Good words and deeds will serve us best in this fight. Weapons even an old man like me can yet wield. Okay. Thanks to the two of you, the missing villagers may finally be laid to rest. I and the other Silver Griffins will redouble our efforts to prevent any further tragedies. I finished checking the ware, sir. Everything's in order. Who's that? Who dat? Go work. Take a rest, lad. You've more than earned it. Is that a skull? Keep this to yourselves. Why is he so awkward? Ugh. Keep this to yourselves, but Everett's younger brother was a member of the Crania Lupi. He's exactly the sort of person we're trying to help. Look at it. His lighting is not helping this character not look incredibly creepy. Like many of the others, he was reluctant to talk to us at first, but after we'd gained his trust, you were able to help him find work. He's taken to it well. The dark eyes plus the shadowy, and it's dark outside at night. It's so weird. Oh, there's Fordola. What's up? It's her, the butcher. Oh, God. Oh, no. Traitors, all of us, kingslayers, deserve it of hate and death. Hate and death. And dynamis explosion, and he turns into a monster. Whoop. Echo. Get back, get back. He's gonna turn into a big monster. Oh, well, he's dead. He's a fell beast. Yeah, he's all drooly. Yummy. Aw, Fordola saved the kid from getting smashed. Did she just freaking one-bang him? Yep. With that weird curved sword. You know, Dynamis sucks. Aw. Stay away from her. Oh, I wonder why her animation glitched for a moment there, but it was actually to stop. Oh, that's cool. Fordola saved her girl's life. I know, but she's triple dot. Yep. See? This is what you're talking about with nuance. Nuanced character development. Look at that. Fordola's so brash and grumpy, so then she goes out of her way to help people against what she may think is right to try to correct wrongs. Goes out here and in a split moment saves a girl, kills this guy who turns into a dynamis monstrosity, gets yelled at by her mother, and the moment that she was going to be comforting, then gets turned away and shunned. So it's the whole Just this cycle. It happened in an instant, the poor lad. But the character notes in these story beats are quite good. But it has to be done without hesitation. Would have been much worse otherwise. The fact that she freaking one-banged that guy. Could he go after Fordola and see to her wounds? I'll do what I can here. Yes, yes. Schwang. Where'd she go? Out here being moody and broody somewhere? Where'd she go? Oh, she's outside of the... Okay. I just flew right past her. What's wrong with your arm, girl? Oh, I guess she did get raked across the back, didn't she? I'm fine, leave me be. You're so grumpy. I said I don't need your help. It's not only your injuries I'm worried about. I'm a healer. Let me do my job. Straight to the point with her like she's straight to the point with you? Or try to be consoling? I don't know if she's in the mood for that. She did her job, let me do mine. God, you're like a dog with a bone. Go on then, make it quick. Yeah, get long cast cure 2'd. For some reason, it's like 5 seconds. There you go. Cry about it more, ya baby. Oh, crap, I clicked back in. Oh, frickin' hell. I clicked back on my screen, and then she immediately talked. Taking up Garlemald Steel was the first choice, but not the last. Not the first kill, the hardest. Every choice after that came easier and easier until I stopped counting and stopped caring. And she's reflecting on her time joining the Empire. You tell yourself it's right, it's for the greater good. You give the order, feel the ground tremble as the cannons fire when the dust settles, and your own men are buried beneath the rubble, and you tell yourself... See? Fordola. Don't do it. Heh. Me too. Is the Echo gonna help her? Or you gonna help her? Non-personal, you mustn't give in. Or personal, I won't let it take you. After stream and after dinner. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, after stream here, and then I'm gonna go eat and stuff. Then I'll jump in a Discord. We can go over stuff. I was saying it earlier. I don't know if you were in stream or not or yet, but I was thinking we're definitely gonna do the first 2 bosses, but then I think we should at least do some practice so to get you at least seeing a lot of the 3rd encounter as well. But we can't defeat the 3rd encounter because Thadrin needs it for potential drops when he gets back home after his Disney trip. So we're only going to plan on defeating the first 2, and then we can do some practice. And then after that, I put forward that we should definitely do a raid night worth of treasure maps, because everyone's got tons of them. I know I have like at least 4 or 5, plus all my old Moogle maps still. And if people need Gil and we're trying to get that kind of injected for everyone for housing coming up in 6.1, we should definitely do some treasure maps this week as well. So, and then we should probably do some mount farm with you, because I don't think you've got any of the mounts, so we can bring that up to do some mount farm to see if you get caught up with some of the mounts there. But if we have 8 people, we should do the Shadowbringers mount farm, because that really requires 8 people. So we have things we can do this week for sure. I'm gonna be the personal one. I won't let it take you. Show her that more people care about her than just like. Come on, Fordola. The man in the village I saw has passed. I'm the one who killed his brother. Oh, that freaking sucks. How the turns have tabled. I'll be alright, I just need a moment. Can you wait with me? See? She's not a heartless beast, kind of. She's very prickly, though. Very prickly. You have a couple of treasure maps? Yeah, I mean, I have 3, 4... I'll have 5 on the reset. No. 3, 4, 5. I have 6. Yeah, I have 6. Of course, not all of them are going to be actual portals. If I use my Moogle maps, those will all be portals, but their last expansions, you get synced when you go in anyway, and the guild doesn't change. The guild is still the same. If you get all the way to the end of one of those things, you still get like 200,000 per person. So, yeah. What's up, Heimlich? Do I still make WoW content? Not currently. Not currently. Towards the end of last year or so, I unsubscribed when I made the decision because of all of the Blizzard, Activision Blizzard lawsuit stuff. I didn't feel comfortable because I usually do 6-month subs to World of Warcraft. I just didn't feel comfortable supporting the company anymore right now while they're going through a whole bunch of stuff, which sucks because I want to support the creatives that make the awesome parts of the game. But until stuff rights the ship, we'll see after the 19th this month. It's the announcement for the next expansion, which we're not going to get for like a year. We'll see. I'll probably do like a live reaction recording or live stream to the announcement. That could be the thing I will do, but I'm not curating WoW stuff right now. Not specifically, no. Been playing other things, getting stuff done. Witcher 3 and Destiny 2 new stuff came out. Obviously, lots of Final Fantasy XIV. So no WoW right now. I may even jump back into SWTOR, because that had an expansion just recently, too. Everything the Skulls fought for, the sacrifices we made, the things we did, in the end, it was all for nothing. Sometimes I look back on the road I walked and the bitterness I can still taste, and I wonder, if I had grown up in another time, another place, would I have done the same to a different people? Was it always in me to be me? Multiverse theory. Every Peter Parker is a little different, clearly, and has different family members, but they all lose someone. They all lose someone, depending on who it is. It's either an Uncle Ben or an Aunt May or a Gwen Stacy. So they're similar in that regard. So maybe Fordola is onto something there. All I know is everyone would have been better off if I'd never been born. Yikes. But I was. I dragged others into a hell of my own making. I remember those 2 brothers in particular, childhood friends of mine. The older one enlisted with me, but the younger, Triple Dot. He would never have made it as a soldier. He was too kind, too good. He looked like a freaking ghoul. He had like Tim Burton eyes hiding in the shadows just momentarily. Ansfried died at Sepul. I guess it's Spicula Imperatoris. And his brother's still out there somewhere. Not that I have got the courage to face him after what I did. I hope he's found the life he deserves. This would be a cool role quest. If it's all about Fordola stuff. I met a former skull called Rudolph. Or I know a young man who survived the fall of Spicula Imperatoris. Yeah, I don't know. Just playing the character is very specific with Fordola. She's very military-y. Who? Did you get his name? Aw, she looks so excited. His name was Rudolph. I'm glad he made it out, but too many others didn't. Too many others still need our help. I helped make this blasphemy, and by Rolgar, I'll kill the bastard if it's the last thing I do. Anyway, that's enough out of me. Okay, come on, Vegeta. Peel back the veneer of pride and ego and grumpy grump. I'll be heading back to the city to make a report. I suggest you do likewise. This is a cool little story with Fordola. This is cool. This is neat. Apparently, not all these role quests are very good. I've heard very mixed things about some of them. Like what happens in them is kind of like meh. There are 5 series. It's 25 quests in total if they all have 5. So now I try to chew through these on and off stream before the patch comes out, because in 6.1 on the 12th, just a week away, they are adding a role quest meta series that is more story after you've done all of these. So it's a quest line that only unlocks if you've done all the role quests. The Shadowbringers one I did. There was 4 Shadowbringers role quest lines, and then there was 1 wrap-up one. The wrap-up story, though, wasn't actually very long. It was like 2-ish quests. It was neat, because you get to do something again together with all of those characters you've been a part of in the Shadowbringers role quest lines. But it wasn't very involved, if I recall correctly. So I wonder if the Endwalker one will be similar, or if it will have a little more going on. Welcome back. Fordola's already given her account, and I'd like to hear yours too. Yes. So she almost turned into a beast herself. We'll have to take that into consideration before sending her into the field again. As far as the events of Ala Ganha are concerned, you two did well. Despite the appearance of several beasts, you were able to prevent any further casualties. However, this serves to confirm that those with connections to the Crania Lupi should be considered at risk of turning. Over the years, many of them have drifted away from the larger settlements and have taken to living in secret. Others made their own way to Ul'dah as refugees, including some individuals of interests. As such, we'll be working closely with the Immortal Flames to locate the other... locate and offer support to those refugees in particular. In fact, I plan to make the journey there for an audience with the Sultana. Once my preparations are complete, perhaps you might accompany me. I'm sure she'd be glad to see you. Cool! We get to go see the Sultana. As he fades away into the oblivion. Yeah, this guard right here, I believe, is part of the MSQ during Endwalker. And this place was absolutely just full of people. Okay. Yep, it's kind of what I thought. Very superhero-y, awkwardly. What's that? They're all in cutscenes, so I was seeing who's here, what levels people are. 72. This guy's doing role quests, potentially. No, he's level 80. You do come here during Shadowbringers MSQ as well. 82. Yeah, this like the 82s. That was the Paladin 82? Yeah, 82. Yeah. Now, we'll pick up this quest, but then I'm going to probably do another... Because I want to get through these. So I'll probably do a Wednesday and a Friday stream working through these quests. The quest to protect vulnerable Alamegans leads to Ul'dah. Here to see Commander Alden, I take it. This way, please. Are we going into the conference room? No, just around the corner. Bum, 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 bum. Our request for an audience with the Sultana has been accepted. Before we depart, I'll share what we've learned since we last spoke. You mean 4 minutes ago? All right. The blasphemy continued to elude us, all the while driving others to succumb to despair and turn. Even with Alamegan and Ul'dah forces searching for the signs of the beast and more potential victims, we've yet to discern a pattern in the chaos. Okie doke. Nevertheless, if our blasphemy is like others, its behavior is likely dictated by the passions and regrets of the man it once was. Therefore, any information concerning him and the life he led may help us track it down before it strikes again. Yes. We don't want people to shun the families of the skulls any more than they already are, but the fact remains that the vast majority of the beasts have been born from them. Yep. Are the ones at greatest risk of turning without question. Fordola concerns me too. She came close to transforming once before, so I think it might be best if we keep her out of this after all. And before she's eavesdropping somewhere and she hears us and she's like, I'm going. In before. Seems like a waste of a capable soldier. She deserves a chance to make amends. Yeah, hit him with number 2. This is her whole journey. I'm inclined to agree with Bae. She was able to resist the transformation and has shown no signs of succumbing since then. If she wants to do her part, I say we let her. If only I could go in her stead. Arenvald's getting feelings for her. Arenvald's a squishy teddy bear, and Fordola's a prickly cactus. They're opposites. Actually, I was hoping you'd come with us to meet the Sultana. I believe she would benefit greatly from your understanding of the struggles our people face. You gain from the experience too. While she's not the sort to brandish a sword and charge into battle, you'll soon discover she's a champion of her own arena, as brave as any warrior. Yeah, let's go talk to the Sultana. I doubt she said have much to learn from the likes of me, but it would be an honor to make her acquaintance. Hey, is this the first time that Arenvald's gonna meet her? It must be. But they were all in Sharlayan together at the end of Endwalker, right? Wasn't he there? Wasn't she there? Okay. Arenvald and I will go ahead and wait for you in the Husting Strip. What a name. We'll see you anon. Camera tilt. Where are we going? Yes. Yeah. No. Crap. Yes. I clicked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I just keep refreshing this. It'd be cool to work with Aztecross, so. And I know him at least somewhat. It would be interesting. I don't have like an editing reel, though. But I don't know. I'll have to send him something. I can send him like an updated cover letter and whatnot. Okie doke. Where are we going? All the way to the Chamber of Rule. Wam bam bam ba dum. Yes. There they are. Papa Sean! What's up, dude? I only let her out of my sight for a moment. Oh, was Fordola here and then she's not here? Is that what's happening? Fordola scooted off. The first time I've been back here since I discharged myself from the infirmary without telling anybody, mind. I must remember to stop by and offer my thanks and an apology. True. Master Papa-shan was just telling us that Nanamo, or should I say Lady Lyria. Oh. That's what okay, not Fordola, but okay. Yeah, Nanamo is like Jasmine going out into the city alter ego. Lady Lyria has gone on another of her jaunts about the city. That was not my place to question her grace's judgment. I do wish she had consulted me before running off on her own, and perhaps I'm overthinking it, but it's unlike her to keep guests waiting. Yeah, Papa-shan is the retired, but paladin, full-on paladin, like guild leader. If I may do so, sir, with blasphemies appearing throughout the land, it's a dangerous time to be going for a stroll. I suspect that might be the very reason, as she wishes to see for herself how the citizenry fare in these trying times. Even so, it's downright reckless. We'll find her, though. Alright, let's go find Nanamo. Sorry, Lady Lyria. No, I couldn't possibly allow such esteemed guests to... Come now, we might be here on official business, but we're old friends. As you may remember, I have a knack for tracking down errant sultanas. Well... Some might say that knack is a rather charitable. Yeah, I mean there's definitely chemistry there. I don't know if they ever got together, but I don't know if it's friendship or more than that. I should be glad for your assistance. Papa-shan almost said something a little bit spicy. I'll take a look around here. Quizzing the locals will give me opportunity to learn of recent goings-on in Ul'dah too. Well then, there's no time to be at the present. Fear not. With me on the case, this will be over before you know it. Will it, though? Well, between you and me, Rauban has never had much luck at finding Lady Lyria, rather the opposite. Which isn't to say that he's misrepresenting his capabilities. Perhaps his recollection of events simply differs somewhat from reality. She's supposed to be meeting us here. Maybe we should wait for her to come to us. Maybe. Going to the Sapphire Exchange, huh? Okay. Sapphire Exchange. So she's in the markets. She's like Jasmine. She's got big Jasmine energy, that's for sure. Trying to send about my missions on the long ones again to start storing up some elegant silver pieces. Look at you all fancy. Where are you heading? Oh yes, low-level characters in this game. The pink woolen armored look. In the floor, that's on purpose. Are they high level? No, level 41. Yeah. Indeed. But sometime since I last combed these streets for young Lyria, as a matter of fact, Papa-shan and I would compete to see which of us could find her first. As I recall, most of the contest ended in my favor. We are far easier to pick out in a crowd. Look at this man. It's like, look at this man. The trick, you see, is to look past the disguise and pay attention to the gestures and mannerisms, the tiniest movement that might give her away. Come, I'll show you how it's done. Oh, follow Rauban's lead and try not to fall behind. Oh, this is a... Oh, following quest. Yeah. Can I walk? Is it the same speed? Let's go. RP walking! Yes. She's fond of perusing the stalls here, is she? They see me RP walking. There's a good assortment of people here. I gotta be on auto run so I can move my camera. Cinematic auto running. Suddenly, pole. She's not here. Where could she be? What if she's been abducted? Oh, come on. Oh, no. I gotta toggle off. One of these pots, perhaps? What the hell? I know she's a Lalafell, but come on. Look at more of the pink wool and stuff. Never known her to be this elusive. What a dingus. Oh. That's odd. I've heard all our usual haunts, so unless she's hiding inside a barrel or something equally nonsensical, she must be elsewhere. God, why did she choose now of all times to run off? What if she's been abducted or run afoul of a beast? No need to assume the worst. We should keep looking. Perhaps we could try asking around. Yeah, just calm down, you giant mountain of a man. Calm yourself. You're right. I know, but it's hard not to worry. Where could she be? I know you're in love with the Sultana. Raban, come on. Come to think of it, something Papa Shan said caught my ear. He thought Nanamo went on this excursion because of the emergence of the blasphemies and the beast to better understand how our people are coping with the situation. If so, she'd be driven to seek out the most desperate and destitute. Pearl Lane, then. That's right around the corner. When I should lead the way, I'll admit my ability to track missing persons may have dulled somewhat. We just walked down the street, you goober. Pearl Lane has ever been plagued by pickpockets and the like. I'll watch your back, so go ahead and give the search for Lyria your full attention. Rabon is now accompanying you. So a reverse escort quest into an escort quest. Right. With extra lore bits. This is just an MSQ. Yes. Ask about Pearl Lane. While it may not be immediately obvious, conditions here have improved considerably of late. Her Grace continues to support the rebuilding efforts of Garabania, which have led to the creation of jobs of many of the locals, both here and on the other side of Baelzar's wall. So say money can't buy happiness, but they've never tried living without it. Those who call Pearl Lane home never have the luxury of choice. The city's poorest live here, and as such are at greater risk of turning. Knowing this, I expect Lyria came to learn of their plight. Also, I'm saying that wrong, right? It's Lilira. I'm moving the R and the L for some reason. You got like an anime character's name on my head instead of... Maybe it's Lilira? It's not ever voiced how it's pronounced. So yeah, I think it's Lilira. Lilira. Whatever. In every society, there are the heaves, the haves, and the have-nots. The heaves, the heave-hoes. And seldom is this divide more solely felt than here in Ul'dah. Many of the young and able-bodied work for Lolorito as guards, though he earns more in an afternoon than most will in a lifetime. True. Ul'dah is very much have and have-nots. Oh, we've circled all of Pearl Lane. I mean, Lady Lilira. Yep, there she is. Raubal, what are you doing here? The hair and the green eyes. And she's wearing like the low-level crafter pink cloth crap. And Bay too. Well, I'm glad to see you both. Our meeting is not yet due to commence for several bells. What is the meaning of this? Several bells? That's hours. We were worried, and with good reason, There are far too dangerous times to be roaming out alone, Your Grace. Don't say that out loud. Some things never change, but I assure you I'm quite capable of looking after myself in my own city of all places. Okay, Jasmine. Is he Jeff Bezos? Is who Jeff Bezos? What? Lolorito? Kind of. He's just one of the very rich Lalafels that are part of the ruling board of the city, basically. More importantly, I wish to observe firsthand how the people have been faring of late, that I might be better prepared to participate in our discussion later, but I have finished. You will be comforted to hear. And pray allow us to escort you to more amenable surroundings. Would you care to ride on my shoulder? No. Do it. Say yes. Certainly not. You have already attracted more than enough attention. Oh, come on. Come on. Sag. No Nanamo Raobound's shoulder party. That's kind of their thing. She helps up on his shoulder to be taller when she does her speeches and stuff. Or has before, anyway. Bum 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 bum. The Chamber of Rule. Okay, Nico. I have a feeling the search would have taken rather longer if Rabon had been left to his own devices. What the heck? I had every faith you and the commander would find her. Well, we just stood there and she walked past us. She already changed, probably. Back into her pink poofy dress. Yep. And did her hair all up and everything. Her dress is so frumpus. Thank you all for making the journey here during these difficult times. And it is my pleasure to properly make your acquaintance on behalf of the people of Eorzea. Allow me to express my sincerest gratitude for your continued dedication to our cause. Aww. That's to Arnvald. With respect, Your Grace, I'm just a soldier. Was a soldier. Still, I say, Commander Aldin would not make such a distinction, and neither will I. You yet serve your people, and have provided solace to many of Alamigo's most vulnerable. Get him, Nanamo. Hit him with the confidence booster praise. Get him right in the gut. Has more money than he ever should have or will ever need, and uses wealth to feed his ego and keep the poor poor in order to keep making himself even richer. Yeah, sounds like Bezos and Lolorito. That's a little spicy. If we're to deal with this threat, we must forearm ourselves with knowledge. I understand you come bearing information regarding the blasphemies and its victims. We have indeed. Cutscene, camera pans up, fades to black. Nailed it. How to show the passage of time in cinema. And scene. Hence the need to locate families of Krandabilupi members who have fled to Thanalan. Thanalan? There is no end to the struggles faced by Alamigan refugees, and those who once pledged allegiance to the Empire are no exception, but rest assured that irrespective of their pasts, all will be treated with an even hand. All will be afforded such aid as I am able to provide. Arnvald just hit him with the... That's the only thing. Sometimes because the animations of this game are a little bit... They opt to use the basic in-game emotes. He's just sitting there. And then camera cuts. That's all that happens. Nothing else moves. His character is totally just normal idle stance. Just the eyebrows. That's the one thing I wonder if they're going to keep improving on, is how to, like, stitch custom animations together to make characters move a little more naturally. Like I was making fun of the head nods earlier today, that they were just like nothing moves. It's just that's it. I wonder, because if you play the Hildebrand quest lines, the Hildebrand quest lines have a lot of custom animations where like arms and hands and heads and dances and facial expressions, that's their shtick for the Hildebrand quest lines. They're very over the top, considering, yeah. Which I guess, yeah, I gotta still show you that lewd scene here before we close out today. We got that lewd scene to show, got other strange history to hit through, because it's almost dinner time. But yeah, I'll probably be back again. There'll be like I don't know if I'll do like a Thursday, Friday back to back, or if I'll do a Wednesday and then Friday. But I'll schedule it up. Magnanimous as always, Your Grace. I might be so bold, I have a question. What do you have in mind for those most at risk of undergoing the change? I believe there is but one recourse. Earnest and open dialogue. Yeah, she's a diplomat. She's not a warring Alamegan leader like past ones. While some are born into unimaginable wealth, others suffer great hardship and oppression. The circumstances of our birth are beyond our control, our fates subject to the whims of the gods, some would argue. I once thought myself a prisoner to my fate, a figurehead helpless to watch on as my people starved, a powerless puppet. I wanted nothing more than to cast it all aside, to free us all, but failed for my naivety. Naivete? And then was afforded a second chance for my privilege. The world is unfair, terribly so, but we have the power to push back against inequalities and injustices, if not overcome them on blessed occasions. To love our neighbor and share in life's bounties, to open our hearts and come together as one. Yo, you think, yeah. I wonder what they're talking about. What's the hidden narrative here that's behind the writing in this little speech? Truer words were never spoken. See, Papa Sean hit her with the nod, just the... But without the support of the people, such words are not but vain platitudes. Thankfully, by recent attempts to make inroads with the monetarists, which is what Lolorito is part of, it's the upper crust, have met with some success. Despite differing views on many subjects, we yet strive to find common ground. And the monetarists are dickheads. Common ground. We've been pouring all our efforts into aiding families of the Cranii Lupi, and while it's seemed to help to a degree, some have still succumbed and turned. Of course, they're not the only ones in danger. Alamegans everywhere, whether they sided with the Empire, fought for the Resistance, or were caught in the middle, they all suffered. They all wake up at night, at times, haunted by memories of death and despair. How much do you think that tattoo hurt? Considering part of the tattoo is literally in his tear ducts and on his eyelids. Arenvald's an absolute Chad. I could never... Could you get a face tattoo like that that goes over your freaking eyeballs? Shit. We know what could happen if those feelings are left to fester. The legacy of the Imperial the legacy of the Imperial occupation will not soon be forgotten, but rather than seek to forget, mayhap it is necessary to remember, to acknowledge and accept the truth of it. That they may properly mourn those they have lost. That was a lot of theys. Aye, a remembrance. I propose we hold a memorial service for those who died during the war. Everyone, no matter who they were or what they did, let them be loved, let them be hated, but above all, let them be remembered. And in remembering the dead in their honor and their sin, we, the living of Alamigo, may yet find a sliver of common ground. So what you're proposing is the Halloween event in Destiny 2. Got it. It's a noble sentiment, but bringing together people who have reason to distrust one another and risk inflaming tensions could be a recipe for disaster. Then again, we can't keep ignoring the myriad, the Marid? The what? The Marid? Yeah, Marid is a type of devil in Islamic traditions. The Arabic word meaning rebellious is applied to such supernatural beings. It's this weird, like, fish djinn monster. What the heck? Powerful genies native to the elemental plane of water. Shit. So instead of the elephant in the room, it's the Marid in the room? Okay, fair enough. And do nothing to address the situation. As long as we leave it to the individuals to decide whether or not to attend the ceremony, I think it's worth a try. Organizing an event of this scale will require a great deal of effort, so I offer my full support. Once you know what's needed, come to me and we'll put the plan into action. Okay. Obviously, some will balk at the idea, which is perfectly understandable, so I'll be listening to their opinions as well. After all, we want it to be a ceremony that brings Alamegans together. Meant to be a birthmark? Get out of here, it's a tattoo. Shut up, get out of here with that birthmark. No, he's an absolute Chad. He got a freaking white skin tattoo on his damn face. It looks like a cool X. I was wondering, Your Grace, if I might ask you about your approach to, well, talking to people, winning them over. As you can tell, I'm no politician, so I'd be grateful for any advice you can share with me. Well, diplomat, and she's a politician when she needs to be, but I'll be delighted to. As a matter of fact, I have a number of matters I wish to discuss with you. Oh! On that note, I suggest you and I return to Alamigo. Dude, Erenval's gonna become a diplomat. Let's go. Or a mediator. An ambassador. The relationship between Ul'dah and Alamigo is one which I cherish deeply. It is imperative that we coordinate our efforts in facing this crisis. Wonder what Abba and Aului would say if I could tell them I had a chat with the Sultana. I can hardly believe it myself. See the Sultana grow to become such a capable and compassionate leader. It brings a tear to my eye. Yeah, Papa Sean, let's go. The Paladin trainer guy over there for the wrap-up Paladin quest I haven't done yet. There's so many damn quests in this game. I have a lot of job wrap-up quests that I also still haven't done yet. There's so damn many. So damn many. Okay. I knew Arval would make a good impression, but he's outdone himself. Not only has he found a new avenue in life to explore, he's taken to it with considerable aplomb. And while his proposed memorial ceremony is bound to have its detractors, I have faith that many will come around. Not all, but enough, I pray. For our part, we must stand at the ready for whatever may occur. I shall send word if there are any developments. There's 2 more quests left. Or maybe 3? Maybe 3 more. So it's going 85, 86, 87, 88 now. It might be 6 quests. Damn. Damn. Okay. Well, we will leave this at that. We will pick up this quest, and then we will end there for the stream today after we wrap things up. So Erdval wishes to put your considerable reputation to good use. I want to pick up the quest so I know where it goes and don't forget about it. There you are. Commander Alden has asked me to convey you to the following information. At present, we were looking into reports of missing relatives of the Cranii Lupi with the coordination of the Silver Griffins. Oh, cooperation, not coordination. Brain's dumb. We currently searching for any clues as to their whereabouts. Thanks for the concerted efforts of Ragnfried and the others. The general public has been willing to cooperate with our investigation, though many still harbor feelings of distrust for the collaborators and their kin have grown more receptive to our cause on the whole. Our involved's been making steady progress in preparing for the memorial ceremony. He plans to host a meeting between the various community leaders to go over the finer details. In fact, he was wondering whether you could assist in delivering the invitations. If you could spare your time, you should be able to find him in the Mercantile District. Anyway, that's all for now. I've got a few matters to attend to, so if you excuse me, duty calls. Yeah, quests in Final Fantasy XIV always kind of start like this, where there's always the quest NPC that starts you out, that kind of gives you the breadcrumb, and then you go somewhere. It's so much how the game functions is what this just happened. It's the breadcrumb, then you go somewhere, and then it's like big cutscene, maybe some combat, maybe cutscene, and then you wrap and you go back to the same NPC. Usually back to the same location to sort of end the chain. So you kind of know where you're at in a quest line, basically, and how many times you've traveled or where you're currently stationed or positioned, rather. Just refreshing my retainer, see if anything else sold so I can put more stuff on the board. That seems that nothing else is sold. Okie doke. Alrighty, that is that for 14 for today. Let's go over here. I had an exit on this one. A solo cam it up over here. Who's hanging out still? Who would like to pick a page number? Page number me. Let's do a strange history on the way out. I'm gonna go do some dinner and then help Gret with P1S and P2S. So let's go over some of the basics. So who's got a page number for me? We are getting a little bit... I scroll through the pages, and there's definitely plenty of pages that I've... We've got a lot done. I mean, there's 204 pages in this book, so got plenty more to go. Yeah, that was the Elvis one that I chose a while ago. Give me the answer to life and everything. Well, we've already done 42, I think. Yeah, Teddy did 42 back in February. Yeah. Yeah, Teddy did 42, which was the Halifax explosion. How about 41? You know what? 41. I mean, yeah, I've got to look at what's just some timing things for what happens for tanking. I mean, mostly you just kind of stand still, but there's a few immunity presses and some tank swaps. Nico, I'm giving you page 41, okay? The meaning of life -1. 77. So this is called The Zoo, an okay thing to do. There's only one page, right? Yeah. When the royal family moved out of the Tower of London in the early 1700s, they left their menagerie of exotic animals behind. With no one to look after the creatures, some came up with the idea of opening the collection to the public. Price, 3 halfpence, or, if you preferred, a dog or cat to feed the lions. Admission to this menagerie would to bring a dog or cat to feed... What the heck? What the heck? In 1826, so 126 years later, an explorer named Sir Stamford Raffles founded the London Zoological Society, named for the ancient Greek word... Is it Zoion? Zoion? Which means living beings. It's Z-O-I-O-N. Zoion? 2 years later, the society moved the animals from the Tower of London to Regent's Park, but the zoological park was closed to the public. The animals were objects of scientific research, Raffles explains, not of vulgar admiration. Damn. It wouldn't be until 1846, another 20 years later, that the Zoological Society finally opened its doors. Reason: membership attendance was dwindling. Duh. Now, anyone with a penny could go to the zoo, as it was being called. Thanks to the popularity of the song, walking in the zoo is an okay thing to do. That's a real song? Lyric sample from the song, walking in the zoo is an okay thing to do. So when there comes to town my pretty cousin Lou, I took her off to spend a Sunday in the zoo. I showed her the aquarium, the tiger, the zebu, the elephant, the eland, that cuss, the kangaroo. The 1800s were weird. 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 All right, 77 as well. Let's do it. This is a short one, actually. It's like not even. It's like barely a little over half page. Let's do it. All right, last one up. Locomotive. 2 words: loco and motive. On September 15th, 1896, more than 40,000 people showed up in Crush, Texas to watch 2 trains crash into each other. The stunt was organized by a railroad executive named Mark Crush to drum up business. The tiny town was erected just for the event. A special track had been built 50 feet from the crowd. This sounds bad. At 5 p.m., 2 35-ton trains traveling 45 miles an hour slammed into each other in spectacular fashion. The force of the impact erupted the boilers on both locomotives, triggering massive explosions and hurling debris into the crowd. You think? 3 spectators were instantly killed, dozens more were injured. Crush, the town, was dismantled within a day. Victims' families were compensated with free tickets to the MKT Railroad. Sorry your husband died, here's some train tickets. Crush, the man, was fired, but then rehired when he convinced his bosses that he could spin the event into a public relations piece about proper railroad safety. Tip number 1 from that book is don't ram 2 trains into each other at full speed. Yeah, human beings are dumb. I mean, we learn by doing, right? So, yeah, how about A, don't crash 2 giant steel train engines, steam-powered steam engines into each other at full speed? Also, if you're going to, how about be farther away than only 50 feet? 50 feet ain't very far. Especially for a force of that magnitude. That's so ridiculous. What the hell? People are so dumb. All right. Thank you for being here today. Hit that like button if you haven't already, or the join button if you would like to on a more specific and supporty way. History is definitely bizarre, that's for sure. Well, no, it's not bizarre. It's strange. But I'll be back a couple more times this week to work more on these role quests and hang out. Sort of a mixed bag of some combat stuff and then weekly reset stuff and then more of the role quests. 'Cause I'm trying to get through and keep working on them. I don't have to have them done by Tuesday, but since there are, I guess, potentially now 30 quests to work through, it's definitely a little while to go. But I will schedule the streams. You'll see them in your feed. I'll put them in Discord. They'll be on Twitter, whatever else. But yeah, you have a great night. Have a great morning, whoever comes first. And I will see y'all soon.